never can tell.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
What are you eating?
Twirl.
Well, what are you eating, dude? What is that?
Popcorn.
Is that
Popcorn.
Is that? Oh, it's popcorn. I wonder what the hell you were having popcorn with chopsticks for.
Because I don't want to get the butter on my hands.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
You're just showing off, aren't you? That you can use chopsticks.
That too.
That's what this is.
I am also showing off that I can use chopsticks.
Look at me with my chopsticks, single pieces of popcorn.
Um,
And crashing your head.
where the hell?
Bum, 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 bum. So are you, Mike? Are you all right? All right, Mike.
I am now.
Any of
Whereas
those
earlier-
dates any good? Any of those dates?
You
any
know
good,
what?
you
I
know?
haven't looked at that because I've had a week.
You haven't fucking even looked
I've
at
had
it.
a week. Well, you'll find out, but I've had a week.
Okay.
Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. Well, Millie's doing okay. She's
Oh,
now
good.
in Hoi An.
I am. I am.
Okay.
Hoi An.
No longer setting things on fire.
No, Hanoi is gone. Hoi An is in. And they've been to, where else have they been? They've been somewhere else in between as well. But the
Word.
Ho Chi Minh City is the last place to go in, so that's after Hoi An.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yes, she's enjoying herself a bit more now. She put a lantern on the river for New Year and all that jive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bless her.
They grow so quick, these kids.
Mm.
The heck, New Year's is like a month ago.
No, not for the Chinese and
I'm
Vietnamese.
knows.
joking.
He's not.
Do you not know how this
damn.
works, dude? I thought you was an intelligent man.
I was fucking joking, you twat. Jesus fucking Christ.
He knows.
I know. Oh, you're so easy. You're too easy.
Yes, you're right. I'm too easy. All right, are we
You are
ready to
too
start?
easy.
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay.
Born
that
ready.
made me
I
laugh.
was born ready.
He was always
Okay.
ready, aren't you?
Let's start the motherfucking show, bitch.
Here we go, people.
Welcome yo to the veteran gamers. Juju, Ginny, other fellas will tell you about every single game that you play this week.
Video games and
News,
drugs,
reviews,
those
and
two things don't mix.
Stu story time and Chinny's game breakers. Here comes Duke with the soundbite savior. It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers. It's the veteran gamers.
What else did you want to discuss?
Switch that console off before you have to press repeat, yo.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
So, I've no idea what show number it is. I was completely miles away then.
Oh.
Welcome to the Veteran Gamers
What
Podcast, episode number 841. Yay,
Wow.
Veteran Gamers!
That is so funny.
841. I'm
Wow.
Duke.
I'm Stu and I was daydreaming.
Oh,
Apparently,
kidding.
something.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, third person, who are you?
I don't think I've ever done that. Have I ever
I
done
said
that
I'm
before?
Chinny,
I
I'm
don't think
Chinny.
I've ever done that.
Chinny, he's Chinny. We are not military veterans.
my
We're veterans of the
God.
gaming lifestyle.
What's
Well,
the
some
matter
of us are
with you, Chinny?
veterans of
We are.
podcasting,
matter?
but Stu is
Yeah,
just
it's-
on another planet.
Mind blank. I don't know what went on there. I was just
Blah,
sat there and
blah,
I was,
blah.
I was like, oh shit, intro's finished, and I haven't even looked what episode number it is.
We are
Shit,
quickly-
You couldn't
shit.
just stammer and stall.
I don't know. I just didn't do anything.
I don't know. Anyway,
Oh,
how's
my
everybody
God.
doing? Chinny, I heard you had a
alright.
week.
I've had a week.
Yeah, have you
What's
had a
up
week?
with your week? You got a story to tell about it?
That's
It's
somewhat.
time for a story, it's time for a story. A very special story, especially for you. It's time for a story, it's time for a story. Sit down and listen now, don't be a Jew.
It's long, isn't it? It's long, that one.
It's a long.
Oh, I got a longer one if you want it.
no, I'm
jingle.
okay. I'm good.
No.
Joysticks and Chill says he's done over 800 episodes. He's allowed to have one tiny blunder. No. No.
Yeah, thank you,
Well,
thank you.
if this
I
were his first
appreciate the
blunder and it
support.
were tiny, fine. But
Hey, piss off.
No, no.
I'm usually
Um,
all right. You know.
So,
you
I don't think I spoke about it, but last Saturday, Did I speak about it where Rosa threw up? Did I talk about that last week?
Yes,
A little
you
bit,
did
yeah.
Yes.
speak about the throwing up thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and we thought, okay, Rosa threw up. Isn't that, oh, bless her. And we cleaned
Lovely.
it all up.
Oh
Lovely,
no, was
that.
she actually sick?
Monday
Uh-oh.
night, Tuesday early morning, 5 a.m. I wake up and I'm like, I feel sick.
Oh
no.
no!
And
oh,
I
no.
haven't been sick for 15 years.
Oh, it's horrible. Yeah.
And I thought, I think I'm just going to run to the loo and I'll go to the downstairs toilet because I don't want to wake anybody up just in case. And I ran down, and as soon as my retina
Saw the toilet.
saw the toilet,
Oh,
it sent
no.
a signal to my brain going, all right, it's go time. And
Oh my god!
I couldn't open that lid quick enough, and I was like, blah, 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 blah. And
No,
and
no.
then my bottom was like, I might join in on this fun,
Oh my god!
right?
Oof.
Holy
And my bottom
shit.
went,
Literally, holy shit!
my bottom went, blah, 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 right?
Wow.
And I was like, okay, clean myself up, clean the toilet, all that sort of
Clean
stuff.
yourself up.
Clean myself
Oh
up,
my
clean the
God.
toilet.
Well, I would
done all
hope he
that.
cleans himself.
And I went back to bed, right?
Well, at least, hey, Chinny, there is a silver lining here, isn't there?
We're about 22% into this story, so whatever the fuck you're
No,
saying.
I'm only going to say, at least you were sick first. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Because if
yeah.
you'd have done the other first, ugh.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So okay, brilliant. Okay, I go back to bed. I wake
Hey,
up.
Chinny, you might have put your face in where you just shitted.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't think we need to be.
All
that
right, all right.
explicit,
Yeah.
you
Go
know.
ahead, Chinny.
Uh,
Oh, you like to hint at it. You like to give us a little taste of.
Just a little bit. Look, people can put two and two together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, they can
Or we
join
can
the
just let it.
dots.
Anyway, go ahead, Chinny.
Anyway.
So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, Rosa goes to nursery. I usually get her ready for nursery. That's my job.
Yes.
On Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I wake up on Tuesday. I say to Tara, I've been sick. I feel awful. Can you get her ready? And which is fine, but she's got to go to work as well. It's a bit of a rush, but she goes, okay.
And you
go-
said you owe me because I wasn't on the show a couple weeks ago.
well, yeah. There's no way I'd say that because she doesn't.
That works out real well in a
Yeah.
relationship.
Yeah, I
Um,
should think you should have said that.
Yeah. I said, listen, bitch. So
Listen, lady. Listen, woman.
Wow.
all right.
I'm in
So
charge.
anyway, I
Bravery.
go back to bed. They
Yes.
go to nursery. Tara goes to work. 9:15. I arise and I go, I think I'm going to be sick again.
Oh, no.
And
Oh no.
my God, I was sick even more than the first time.
Oh, no.
And it
God.
was horrendous, right? Like,
Oh,
I haven't been
Jesus.
sick for 15 years. I don't really get sick very often. Very, very rare.
Yeah, it's true.
And the feeling of being sick and actually being sick
horrible.
is awful. It's like being
Yeah, I
punched
hate
in
it.
the stomach. It is.
It's one of the few times we actually have no control over our bodies. Like, there's
No, it just does
you
it.
just
It
gotta
goes,
let it
"Bleh."
happen.
Just-
Clenching.
Yeah. My body was just
Same,
like.
same with the shits, to be
Yeah,
fair. You don't have much
but
control over
I don't,
that either.
I've had the shits plenty of times in my life, but being sick is like very, very
It's
rare,
horrible.
and it's just
because it's a direction that things are not usually
Correct.
going.
So- 'cause
Shits, it's always on the way
shits.
out.
It's like, well, you just sit there and you're like, oh, okay, I'm just going.
This is a thing that often happens. We'll
Yeah.
let it happen.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, but sick, you're
Vomiting
like,
is-
it's pushing it
Ooh.
out the wrong
Yeah.
way, and it's like, oh my
Yeah.
God, it takes.
And there's no
awful.
atheists kneeling in front of the commode. Like you just don't exist. You're saying to some higher power,
Yeah,
please make it stop.
yeah, please.
Yeah.
And anyway, so I do that, and again, clean myself up, go back to bed. I awake probably about 4 p.m. right?
Wow.
I know,
you were
and I'm
really
just
ill.
I'm basically like done for the day, and then I'm out of it for that day. I'm out of it roughly from one more day, but I'm sort of just not feeling good. Don't have any food. Okay. By Thursday, I feel a bit better, right? So I'm getting my appetite a little bit back. I'm getting some toast. All right, end of drama. Okay, I'm fine.
I said, let's go down to the Hog's Head shop. Let's get some beef flanks, cook them up in oil.
Sure.
That's what you said.
And I even went to my snooker match on Thursday night. Fine. Come back. Tara says, no, I come back, and I usually when I come back from snooker, I make a cup of tea. Make a cup of tea. It's a caffeine-free tea,
Yeah,
so don't
make you
worry
a
about it.
cuppa.
I make me a cuppa. It's usually a bit late. It's usually about 11:30 when I come back from snooker, and I hear movement upstairs. All right,
Ooh.
and I'm like,
Uh-oh.
usually Tara's in bed,
Uh-oh.
usually, and Tara isn't someone that she doesn't get up very often. Do you know what I mean? She gets up for a wee now and again, but she's not up. You know what I mean? She's not
Was
like.
it a guy climbing out the window?
And I was like, it's either Rosa or Tara, so I run up.
Or a guy climbing out the window?
Or a guy climbing out the window. Less concerned about that. And it's Tara, and I'm like, all right, okay. And she said, oh, I don't feel very well.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
You got what I had. You better call work for the next 2 days and tell them you ain't
So
coming
basically,
in.
Friday, I was supposed to go to work. No chance. There was zero chance. But I had to take Rosa to this Friday thing that she goes to, which is fine and kind of fun, really. I enjoy going to that. It's good fun. And then Friday afternoon, I had to do work, so I just had to. And I don't like to do this. I just had to say, Rosa, do you want to watch the TV? She goes, little bit. Yeah, little bit.
Oh.
And then just put the
Yeah.
TV on. And
There you go.
I said to the TV,
Here's a tablet. I'll see you in 5 hours.
babysit my child. All right.
There you go.
And now, look, because Rosa doesn't even really know what my laptop looks like. She's never really seen it much.
Yeah.
So I'm like on the other settee trying to work, and then now and again she'll get bored of fucking Peppa Pig or whatever.
Peppa Pig. Yeah,
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be Peppa
She loves
Pig.
Peppa Pig. She loves Peppa Pig. Bing. She loves
Bluey.
She loves Bluey.
Bing.
Yeah.
Bing's like it's like this,
The Google search engine?
yeah,
Yeah.
which is a really
Yeah, you'd be
random
amazed
show,
what
isn't
it's
it?
like these days.
Search whatever you
It's
want.
just a screen capture. No, it's
Is the
this-
world actually flat?
It's
Actually, it is.
it's just this bunny that like pisses itself now and again. I don't know.
Nice.
Anyway, so look, Friday afternoon I got to work, and then by we were supposed to have a Valentine's Day meal yesterday. Booked it, everything,
Of course.
and
Lovely.
and Rosa's at her nan's, and then I had to cancel the meal because there's no way Tara
Oh,
was going to have the meal.
no.
Oh no.
But there you are. Lovely. But Tara's feeling better now, so that's good.
Yay.
Yeah, these bugs in the winter. If it's not flu, it's COVID. If it's not COVID, it's the shits. If it's not shits, it's vomiting.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
you just can't get away from it, can
No.
you? It's just like
But
pick an illness.
I'm guessing this is John in the chat, and Joysticks and Chill. It's John, I think, because he says, Chinny, if the experience with my daughter is anything to go by, you share everything, including
That is
illnesses.
what kids do. They bring you
totally.
everything.
And yeah,
It
it's
is.
just yeah. I mean, this time last year I had hand, foot, and mouth twice. You know, like
You did.
It's just
I remember this.
but
remember
that's
this.
embarrassing. You know, like that's more
That was off
embarrassing.
Rosa, wasn't it? As well.
I'd
That was
rather-
Whatever. It's the
I'd
way
ra-
it works when you have a kid. That's not
I'd-
embarrassing.
I'd
Why
ra-
is
it
it?
is. You
It's
just
embarrassing
catch
because
everything.
when you have hand, foot, and mouth, you get blisters on your hands, and it looks like you've got a
Yeah.
medieval disease that
I got
people.
Yeah, you did.
You look like
So it's not just that you feel bad, it's that you look bad and
You
people
look
are probably
like-
wondering
Yeah.
what's
you
wrong.
look
Got
like the guy that
leprosy.
hides under a bridge in a medieval folk tale.
But see,
Do you know
that's
what I mean?
cool, man. I like to be a guy who hides under
Yeah, I
the
think that's pretty cool.
Give me a
Answer
ball.
me
to lie.
these riddles 3.
Yeah, and it was just gross. So I'm less embarrassed to tell people that I was spewing everywhere.
I
and
was
shitting
puking my
myself.
guts up for 2
Yeah.
days there. How
Oh
about
my
that?
God,
Yeah,
just
puking,
terrible.
shitting. Who cares? Oh, blisters on my
Yeah.
hands. Oh,
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, gross.
how about that?
And also just embarrassing for an adult to get hand, foot, and mouth. Not once, but
Yeah,
twice.
Twice,
Frankly, it just
twice.
gives me the ick. You know, the fact that I got it. It's
Yeah,
just
sure.
not.
You-
not
I hear.
So you got the ick about yourself, is that
yeah,
what
I'm
you're
like, ugh, what a
Yeah.
fucking
You
turn.
look
off.
at yourself in the mirror and you go, ugh.
You know what I mean? It's like it's,
Definitely.
Alright.
You just
Ri-
feel it in your whole body.
when I got COVID last year, Rick at work said, "You getting COVID in 2025 just gives me the ick." You know what I mean? That's just such a you don't do that, and I'm like, I know,
Yeah, who gets COVID anymore?
I know. So
Oh,
there you
Well,
are.
I'm glad you're feeling
God.
better. I'm glad Tara's feeling better. I hope
Mm.
Rosa continues to feel
You know what?
I-
Rosa took it. She
Go.
was she threw up. She fell asleep. She woke up next day. She was fine. Look, I saw
Yeah,
a
but-
video on
yeah.
TikTok of like whatever illness your child gets, you get like the upgraded adult version of
yeah,
it.
10
Yeah, sure.
times worse.
So like it's always like worse.
Well, that's
for the
like
adult.
COVID, isn't it? These kids were bouncing COVID off like it were nothing.
Because when
Giving it
Rosa
to the grands and that were that. You know
when
what
she
I'm
threw
saying?
when she threw up, I just thought, oh look, she must have had something that didn't agree with her. But now we know it must have been some bug because if it was food poisoning, we would have had it
Yeah,
at the same
and you've
time.
all had it
Yeah,
at the
sure,
same
right, right,
time.
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
but this
true.
was a bug that moved from Rosa to me to Tara. So like it's
Yeah.
yeah weird.
All right. Well, Stu, you got a story here?
No,
You
it's not
sounded
so
like you
much
were
a
about to tell
story.
something.
It was very,
go ahead.
very small. But I've bought an accessory, man, and it's
Oh.
the best thing I've bought. I think it's just
Go on.
Oh my
amazing.
goodness.
I'll show it.
What is
I'm
it?
going to show you just a sec.
Show us.
Okay, he's getting up.
He's putting his
He's
trousers
showing.
down.
There's something in his butt, I think.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
we can't see it because it's all blurred out because he did that thing where his
Oh, but anyway,
it's like a butt cushion.
It's a
It's a
cushion.
butt cushion.
But it
All
looks like
right, you got a
This
butt
is-
cushion. I got a butt cushion. Chinny, do you have a butt
It's the
cushion?
No.
comfiest thing ever.
no.
Oh man, get
Oh
yourself
my
a
God,
cushion,
it's,
baby.
it's a game changer. It's
yeah,
like
yeah, treat your
gel
ass
and-
right.
Yeah, but
Oh, my
why
goodness.
does it have a hole in it? Are you shitting through it?
I don't know
Oh,
why
there's
he
a
has
place
hole
for his
in it.
nuts to sit.
Oh
It's
yeah.
a place
that's
for the
true.
nuts.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
they
know.
are
Their
the-
enormous
But it's
scrotum.
The older you
molded
get, the
and-
lower
oh
they
my
swing.
God.
I don't know why
Well,
it's like that. Yeah,
but
maybe for
I'm
hemorrhoids.
seriously, I'm like, oh, this is the best thing I ever bought.
Yeah.
I mean, I sat doing a
Glad
gaming
you-
session with this on my ass, and it was great. You
Yeah.
know,
Maybe I
no
should- maybe I
numbness,
should.
no nothing.
I should get a cushion. I've got a
You
beanbag
need a
under
butt
here.
cushion, man.
I've got a
need a butt
beanbag for
cushion.
my feet. I like that. You know.
If you spend a lot of time sitting around like I do, it's good to have a little
That is,
cushion.
it is, yeah. You see, Duke's already in this game. He's already
That's
bought
right.
in.
Yeah.
I'm way ahead of
okay.
you.
Some
with
people at
ass.
work
yeah.
have little cushions on their chairs, and I never do. but,
Yeah. Why not?
This is great. Honestly, it was £5 or something. I was just like, bloody hell,
glad to hear it.
bargain.
yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
No.
All right, I
Bargain
got
of the
something, so I'm gonna
year.
hustle us
Go
along.
on,
I'm
go
glad
on,
you got a good
go on.
cushion, and
I
now
got
it's
a
time
good
for the next thing.
Where are you going? Story time's over.
What you been reading?
Oh, oh, yeah, here we go.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Here we go.
What you been reading? So for my birthday, I don't usually want gifts. I tell people not to get me gifts. It's not that I don't ask for
Lame.
that. I tell people don't get me gifts. But this year, the Duchess got a couple of my friends to surprise me on my birthday for brunch, and they gave me books. And one of them was this one. Press Start: The History of Video Gaming by Erwan Cario. And I read it in like 3 days. So I'm done reading it.
Well done.
So
And-
is there going to be a question about Galdos? I'm just
There is a whole, or so no, there's no question about that. But what Stu is referring to is there's a part about Portal, and it says you're being directed around by a AI voice named Galdos.
Galdos. I like it better
on.
somehow.
Galdor.
I like it
No,
better.
come on, you're writing the history of video gaming. You can't get Galdos' name wrong. And don't tell me it's because they're from France. They have proofreaders in France. What the fuck? Anyway, here's the thing. I made a little quiz. So I've got questions, and y'all are going to answer
Okay.
these questions because it's quiz
ready.
time.
It's time for the quiz. We play the shitty sound clip when it's time for the quiz.
All right, 15 questions. We're going to move through them quickly. You ready? Number one.
15? Jesus Christ, remember
Which-
I'm old.
Which arcade game released in 1975 was the first ever film tie-in game, slightly adjusted because the developer couldn't get movie rights? If you want to take a guess, you may do so now. Otherwise, I will give you 4 options.
Okay, Pac-Man.
No.
Film tying game. It's gonna be a film.
Film
tie-in.
tie-in game. What movie Pac-Man was there
In
in 75?
1975.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1975.
Jaws.
That's so long ago. What the
Jaws.
fuck? Wait a
It
minute,
was
this is a
Jaws.
video game.
Yay! I know, right? So
All I
what
was
they did
thinking-
was apparently.
Well,
Go
I see
ahead.
what films that came out in 1975.
Yeah. So apparently, there was an attempt to. Yeah, here we go. Bushnell, some guy developer, tried to acquire the rights from Universal Pictures. This is a person working at Atari, but they were unsuccessful. That didn't stop him. Through a shell company called Horror Games for fear of possible legal action, Atari released Shark Jaws, in which a diver has to catch fish without being devoured by a large shark. On the cabinet, the word shark was almost invisible, while Jaws was written in very large letters. It was a huge
Brilliant.
success. So there's this picture of the cabinet, and I can't even see the word shark. It's hard to see on this little camera, but anyway, that's very cool. So now we know. All right, question number 2. What game caused the first moral panic in video games, including a report on 60 Minutes about its harmful impact?
Night Trap.
No, not Night Trap.
Too late. Too late.
Yeah, it was earlier than that.
About its,
Earlier than
about,
Night
about its what impact? About its what did you
It's
say?
violent impact,
Violent,
or
harmful.
potentially harmful. impact.
Before
Could
Night
it,
Trap.
would it be
Before Night
Mortal Kombat? Is that too late?
No, it was not. It was before Mortal Kombat. So here are your options. You ready? Space
Go.
War, Pong, Death Race, or Combat.
Death Race. It's got to be Death Race.
It
Death
was
Race,
Death
gotta be
Race. That's
Death
correct,
Race.
Jenny. Yay! I had never heard of Death Race before. Have you just played this game? Like,
I
Well, I'm
haven't played-
assuming
I've
it's
heard of
based
it, I've
on the
heard
Death
on the-
Race
it's on the film,
2000
isn't it? Yeah,
movie,
It was
isn't
based on
with
that movie, the
Sylvester
Roger
Stallone.
Corman movie, correct? And
Which is what
what it was,
Carmageddon is based on as well, by the way.
it was very, very basic graphics. This is like shortly after Pong, around the time of Space Invaders. So you're driving a car and there's these gremlins there's like 3 pixels involved, right? And when you drive over them, they go, "Ah!" and then they turn into tombstones. And some people were saying like, this gives you the ability to like kill people and it's going to turn our kids into murderers and all this stuff. So it was very silly.
Yeah, it never stopped, did it? Though? That kind of carried on.
Oh yeah, exactly. Well, and that was the same thing people said about comic books, and before that, it was novels that were supposed to turn women into
Also did-
layabouts and make their
They also
kids.
did it with like
Records,
Yeah,
yeah,
like-
devil worshipper.
genres of
Yep.
music as well, like metal and rap and everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Jazz
like I
was
said,
supposed
yeah.
to turn all the kids into druggies and whatnot because it was
Yeah.
black music. All
And
right.
that hippity hop. Don't even get me
Exactly.
started.
Gangster rap made me do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bad Bunny.
Now
Bad
here's the
Bunny
question.
kills you. Go on.
Yeah, there you go. This is about the book, and you're just gonna have to take a guess because the Duchess is like, "How are they
Okay.
supposed to know that?" And I'm like, "Well, that's the fun of guessing."
You'll never know.
Which
we
of-
might do.
Yep.
Which of the following classic arcade games is not mentioned in this book? All right, you ready?
Okay.
Classic
Okay.
arcade games. All
All
right. Is it Galaga, Defender, Tempest, or Cubert?
Tempest.
No, it is not Tempest.
So
They
say
have
it-
a
say it
picture
again.
of Tempest, which leaves us with Galaga, Defender, or Cubert.
Cubert.
I'm going to go
It's
Cuba.
not Cubert. They have a picture of Cubert.
Defender?
Defender.
It's not Defender.
Galaga.
Oh,
All
my
right.
God.
Can you believe that? They don't even mention Galaga. They got all these pictures of Cubert
Wow.
and Tempest and Defender, and they don't even mention Galaga anywhere in the book. Now, to be fair, at the beginning of the book, because we got a few questions like this, okay, he says in the introduction, like, I could never put
I
in
hate
every
Galaga.
single game. Oh, no, he says I couldn't put in every single game. And he says, like, I want to focus on the major stages, developments, and upheavals, and to do so primarily by talking about the games themselves. How did they come to be? What was new about them? How did you play them? Which images made them stand out, etc. So I get that Space Invaders and Galaga is basically just Space Invaders, to be fair. Tempest was new. Cubert was new. Defender was fairly
So
new.
maybe he's hitting those games that sort of create a wave, you know, like.
Oh
that
yeah,
change
absolutely.
something,
And so, and I get it because at a certain point,
Mhm.
there's only so much you can cover, obviously. So you got to cut some things out. And I will obviously say, when I'm reading it, I had to put aside my own personal feelings, and I had plenty of them, as you can imagine. And just
Yeah.
go ahead.
I was going to say, Galaga, although it was a Space Invaders clone, kinda, it had a lot more going on, didn't it? Because these
Yes,
things
I
flew around
agree.
and stuff.
I
It's
agree,
not-
and so-
it was different enough for my.
Oh, it's so
in my
right. I
opinion.
agree. And it's so hard to know, you know. Like anyway,
I
okay,
used
let's
to
keep
love
going.
Galaga as a
Let's
kid.
keep going. I know Galaga's one of my favorite all time. If there's an arcade and they got Cubert, I'll be like, I might play Cubert. If they got Galaga, I'm going right to it. I'm going to play
Yeah.
Galaga, man. All right. Question number 4. What did the African American engineer Jerry Lawson invent in the 1970s? A fact that is not mentioned in this racist ass book.
Oh, okay.
I know this.
have
I
options
know
if
this.
you wanna
I
know.
think is
Okay.
it the cartridge?
It is the cartridge.
Wow, well done, Chinny.
Good job, Chinny. 'Cause that proves you
Well
are
done.
not racist. Because if you didn't know it, you'd be racist.
No, I am. Yeah, I
Well,
am.
yeah,
I am.
I
Yeah,
obviously
well.
am because I had no idea.
No, but it's an important thing. Like
Yeah.
originally, I was like, which
It's good.
African American inventor created the cartridge? And I was like, wait a minute, I don't expect them to know that name. So I switched it around. Anyway, yeah, they have a lot of people who develop this part or that part, and they don't mention the person who invented the car. And the cartridge is a pretty much of a game changer. So
Still going.
Anyway.
Still going. Like,
Of course.
You
Yeah,
play the
it's-
get the
yeah,
Switch,
it
you,
is.
you get cartridges. So.
That's right. All right, question number 5. Which developer of early PC games is not mentioned in this book? Is it?
Is it missed the missed
Peter
people?
It's not
Molyneux,
missed.
I'm going to go.
No, it's not Peter Molyneux. He is mentioned. All right, so here are your options. Eric
Go on.
Chahi, who created Another World. Sierra
Ah.
Online, who created King's Quest, Police Quest, and a lot of other games. Will Wright, who created SimCity. Or LucasArts, which created Monkey Island and Loom and a bunch of other games.
I'd say
Whoa.
the second one.
You think it's Sierra Online?
Yeah.
Stu, what do you think?
Who was the first one?
The first one was Eric Chahi, who created Another World. Or Out of
I'm
This
going to
World.
say him.
No, it was not. Chinny was correct.
Wow, what the fuck?
They don't even mention Sierra. And I mean, again, here's like, they were so important to me. I played
Yeah,
so many of
massive.
their games. And I feel like they were important to the development of gaming. And I recognize, okay. But it's weird because like LucasArts there's 3 pages for LucasArts, and they have Monkey Island, and they've got like 4 pictures of Monkey
Yeah.
Island and stuff. And again, I'm not mad about that. They did important work, but Sierra
Grim
Online was also
Fandango, Full Throttle.
yeah, they don't.
I
I,
mean,
don't think they
did
mentioned
some
Grim
great
Fandango. They did
games.
mention Full Throttle. So for nerds like us, the whole book is, it's like anything, right? When Ken Burns made his jazz documentary, there were hipsters going, they didn't talk about this person. You spend so much time on that, but you didn't talk about this. Me. So whatever. I wanted to see Sierra Online mentioned, and they didn't mention it. Anyway, moving on. Next
Anyway.
question. And y'all
Okay.
didn't play any of these, I don't think, so I don't know if you'll know this, but which classic series of RPGs is not mentioned in the book? Is it
Okay.
the Gold Box games, actually licensed by Dungeons and Dragons? Was it the Ultima games? Was it the Wizardry games? Or was it the Dungeon Master series of games?
Chinny, what's he talking about?
I don't know.
What
I
he's
don't know.
talking
These
about.
are
I
all
don't know what he's
classic
talking
RPG
about.
games.
I think
All
I've
right,
heard
well,
of one of those. I think I'd say
Okay,
the
people in the
gold,
chat.
the first one. I've never heard.
it
of
is
that.
the Gold Box games, man.
Yeah, Gold
See,
Box. Oh, how could
reason-
you not mention Gold Box?
If somebody thinks Ginny must be cheating here because he's getting all these. All I'm doing is picking things that I think Duke will get mad about.
That's absolutely right. That's absolutely
That's
right.
all I'm doing.
I'm not disguising my
I hadn't
intentions
thought of that.
well
That's a
enough.
good way of doing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's a good
It
way
is
of
a good way of
doing
doing it. Because I never got into Ultima or
'Cause-
Wizardry.
and
or
I
the
know
Dungeon
that
Master
you
games,
mentioned
but
that the
Gold
people,
Box game-
the people that made this book are French. So anything
Yeah.
slightly British, like Monkey Island, like that's a tick, that's in there. But anything
Yeah.
you get
But I
mad
thought
about,
they hated y'all too.
yeah,
Yeah, they do.
yeah, but they do. But
The
we-
roast
we-
beef, we don't like them.
We have a similar sort of history in video games,
Yeah,
so
fair
that,
enough.
you know. So.
Okay. All right. Next question, number 7. We're about halfway done. What is the first horror game mentioned in this book? It's not, so not necessarily the first horror game ever made, right? The first horror game mentioned in this book. Is it?
Resident
Oh.
Evil?
It's not Resident Evil. That's incorrect.
Alone in the Dark.
Jenny? It is Alone in the Dark.
That's a
God
good
damn.
shout. Good shout.
Okey smoke, 1992. Now, the first horror game, according to Wikipedia, was Haunted House in 1972 in the Magnavox Odyssey, which is one of the first.
Alone in the
consoles
Dark
ever
is
made.
considered one of the first ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
talk about it for 3 pages in here, which is fine. I'm just
John Mouse
So
in
anyway.
the chat says Alone in the Dark as well. See, me and John,
Alone
we're
in the
just
Dark.
See,
Yeah,
you and John, you're
I
on the
know. Oh, you were
wavelength. You're on
cheating.
the wavelength.
Question the 8th. Which console is not mentioned in this book? Was it the Intellivision, the Neo Geo,
The
the
Jaguar?
Nintendo 3DS, or the Oculus Rift?
say them again.
Nintendo
Say them.
3DS,
Say them
I
again.
don't
I didn't hear them.
The options are Intellivision, Neo Geo, Nintendo 3DS, or Oculus Rift. Stu says the Nintendo 3DS. Jenny?
Yeah, Rift or Neo Geo is what I'm thinking. So, I've got one. I think I've got one of them. But by Duke's face, I'm just looking at his face.
I'm trying not to betray anything.
If I say Neo Geo,
You are correct, Jenny. Neo Geo.
see, Stu,
They mention,
I Darren Brown that shit. I read his face.
but I don't care about the
You
Neo
just
Geo,
heard.
so I don't know what I betrayed that let you guess from my face.
so-
I did play the Intellivision growing up, but they talk about the Intellivision as being the next, the Atari 2600 was the OG home console, and then Intellivision came along and it was Mattel's platform,
Right.
and it was like twice as many pixels on the screen, which isn't saying much. But,
pixels.
yeah, but they do mention the Oculus Rift as part of a discussion about the next VR in games, and they talk about Sony's
The
and
dark
other-
timing games.
No, they have some dark times which are very interesting in here.
Oh, it's the ET
The
stuff,
3DS actually, they pretty much cover everything Nintendo did in this book.
See, I
they're
love
right
it. The
Nintendo's
fucking
got pretty
Nintendo
hard.
fanboys.
They are Nintendo fanboys, but they,
Nintendo-
I mean, to be fair, they talk about every Xbox console, every Sony console.
I hate to break it to you, but Nintendo have been a big part of video gaming for the last
Yeah,
40
but
years.
for instance, they don't talk about the PS Vita at all.
Yeah, because it's shit.
Which, I mean, granted, yeah, I know, but so was the 3DS. Let's be
No, it's
real.
not shit. I'm joking, but
So anyway.
yeah.
Anyway, all right. So these games are all mentioned in the book, but some of them 3 of them got 1 full page at least
Okay.
devoted to itself, and one of them did not even get that. So which
one
of these,
got the
despite
least
its profound
coverage?
impact,
Right.
got despite its
list of
profound
it.
impact, you did not get a full page to
Again,
itself.
The
Yeah, you
meta
ready?
game here, Stu, is which one will Duke get most mad about?
Yeah,
Okay.
what's he going to get angry about?
All right, here we go.
All right. Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
here are your options: Myst, SimCity,
Oh,
Metal
Myst.
Gear Solid, or Half-Life.
It's Myst, isn't it? It's got to be Myst.
Missed. It's definitely
It's
missed.
not Myst.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
misses. I
okay.
tricked you. Yeah.
Okay,
So
what was the
your
other
two
three?
remaining
Because
options are.
as soon as I heard
so your
Myst,
three-
I
So you're Myst. Yeah, I knew it. All right, here we go. So
Here
your
we
options are SimCity, Metal Gear
Yeah.
Solid, or Half-Life.
Half-Life.
It is Half-Life.
Wow.
What the fuck are you doing? Now again,
Wow,
I don't want to
fucking
slag
God.
them off because they cover so many games.
Yeah, I think
but
I think I would
Half-
argue that Half-Life was a revolution and it was amazing, obviously, and it changed everything. But
Yeah.
I think Half-Life 2 probably had a bigger impact on the video game industry than
well, I
1.
don't give that a page either.
Well, fuck.
And let
'em.
me ask you this: do you think that Half-Life is more or less significant than Shenmue?
Shenmue was a big deal. I don't
Shenmue
think
got
I don't,
2 pages.
No, I don't think Shenmue.
2 pages?
2
I'm
pages?
saying though.
How many
Jesus
pages?
Christ.
I don't think Shenmue is a good game, but it is an interesting thing to talk about. Do you know
It
what I
is
mean?
an interesting. thing to
It's
talk
an
about.
interesting
I'm
game.
not
to
mad
talk
at them.
about.
I was just surprised that they didn't give Half-Life.
What's this book do?
It
I
wasn't
want to
hard.
read it.
I was
now.
just disappointed.
It is such a good book. It's a really good book, despite
read
my
it.
slagging it off. It's really, really good. I
Let's
really
start.
recommend
Let's
people
start.
check
Okay.
this out.
I'm gonna get it.
Okay, next question. Number 10.
Okay. Yeah.
Which of these games, despite its profound impact, does not get at least one full page? All right, you
Wow,
ready?
here we go. Yeah.
Okay. Halo, Fallout
Yeah.
3, World of Warcraft, or Dofus?
the hell is
I don't know
Dofus?
what Dofus is, so I'm gonna say that has a full page because that's just some weird
I'm
shit.
going
that
to
I don't know.
go Fallout 3. How's
I would say Fallout 3 as well.
It is Fallout 3.
I don't know
Which,
what Dofus
what
is.
the fuck? Dofus is some MMO thing from France. They are
I've never
like,
heard of
well,
it.
we did some important game here in France, so we're going to have 2 pages about it, and Dofus Online. And,
That's the French being French,
off.
isn't it? I mean,
and
Yeah,
no
there's got to be a
full
bias.
page.
Bit of bias.
Fallout. They don't mention Fallout 3 at all. They mention Fallout 2, but not 3. Now, come on, Fallout 3. Now, again,
So
this
Fallout
is
3
my personal
doesn't even
preference.
get any page. Doesn't get
No,
anything.
it doesn't get because Fallout
Wow.
2, there's like one page where it's every once in a while they do like, what are you playing? Which is like some survey of other games that are notable at the time, right? In addition to the ones that get full pages of their own. And so Fallout 2 has like, I think they had 2 screenshots of Fallout 2, which I mean, fair enough. You know, Fallout 2 is an important game, but Fallout 3 was like was Oblivion or Fallout 3, whatever. It doesn't matter. That's just crazy.
what did you want to know? Is Oblivion or Fallout 3?
Which one came first?
Oblivion.
Oblivion.
Okay. Because I guess, all right, whatever. All right, next question. Number 11, we got 5 left. You ready? Here we go.
Yeah, I'm enjoying myself.
yeah.
There are no options available here. You just got to guess, okay?
All right.
I like that. I like
Which
guessing.
which 2 games are pictured in the 2008-2010 discussion of the resurgence of indie games?
Okay, hold on. So I think
Ooh.
straight away, off the top of my head, just randomly, I think Braid is in there.
I was going to say Braid. And what's
Braid.
it?
I think
Well,
I'm
you're
wrong.
both correct. It is, in fact, Braid.
Then I would say
the one with where you could turn the screen round. What that called?
no. Fez. No, I
Fez?
don't think. No.
Fez?
Because Fez is shit.
To be
So
fair, Stu, that comes up later when they talk about the resurgence of pixel programming.
I would say. Could
Okay.
it, I don't know if I can't remember what year it came out, but would it be Limbo?
It is Limbo.
Ooh, well done, Chinny.
Damn,
Why am I
all
so
right.
good at this?
I
Yourself,
know,
because
right?
you've got a memory like a fucking.
Rock.
I don't know what you've got a memory like.
Okay, next
Um,
question. Which developer does not get at least 4 pages devoted to it? Like some developers
Not.
get these 4-page spreads. You ready?
Not. Okay.
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 Does not.
Okay.
Rockstar, Bethesda,
Definitely.
Mojang, or That Game Company?
What did that game company do? I forgot.
Oh.
What do they do?
They did
Journey.
Flower and Journey, all that kind of jive.
Yeah, they probably. Okay.
I think they like them, so I reckon they got a 4-page spread
So
because they're like,
playing my
like,
meta game,
sort of-
I think it might be Bethesda because that Duke would get really
yeah,
pissed
it
off.
probably
about
is
that.
Bethesda, isn't
Yeah.
it? So,
Yeah.
'cause he'll be angry.
The fuck? You're gonna give 4 pages to fucking Flower and Journey, and you don't give 4 pages to Bethesda? You don't even give 1 page to Bethesda?
Yeah,
Are you
but-
fucking shitting me? Come
but-
on. No, in terms of raw impact on the gaming community,
To be
you
fair-
know Bethesda's more than that game company.
To be fair, though, Bethesda
didn't
make
put 4
janky
pages about
games. They make
Rockstar,
janky games.
They made
I don't want to hear
Skyrim.
that
They
shit.
made
Tell me they didn't
Skyrim.
have an impact on the fucking industry.
They
Fuck
made
off.
Skyrim shit. What was the other three? Mojang, Rockstar.
Mojang, Rockstar, and that game company. That game company. 4 pages for fucking flower and it's so amazing. Are you controlling the pedals? Are you? I'm away from the mic, so I'm not screaming too loud into people's ears.
Or
But,
are you controlling the wind?
oh my god! You fucking kidding me? Again, if they had 1 page for that game company and 2 for Bethesda, I'd be all right with it. 0? Come on.
Come on.
All right, 2 more questions. And that's all the complaining about Bethesda. Now
Should
we're
write
done
your
complaining.
own book.
But that's fucked up. Skyrim, yeah, I should. Why Bethesda
Yeah,
is
you
the most
should.
important game company ever.
Why this
Skyrim
book
got
is
1.
wrong.
They didn't mention Oblivion. They didn't mention Fallout 3. So those 2
Yeah,
games,
Oblivion, they
we
should
can-
have definitely mentioned
they
Oblivion.
those
That's a big
revolutionized
game.
open world RPGs. Come
yeah,
on,
definitely.
those first person, like there had been
Yeah.
some. I mean, Morrowind came, but come on,
I think Skyrim is just.
Yeah, Skyrim gets a picture and half a page, so
Yeah.
okay. But I mean, come on.
But Skyrim
man.
is
But there is,
like,
I think
would-
what
would-
you've got to understand, when somebody writes a book like this, some of it is personal taste,
Correct.
isn't it?
Of course it is, and I don't begrudge them
that.
that.
But I
And
think
they're
it-
trying to cover
Yeah.
a lot of stuff, so they have a page
Yeah.
about, well, I don't want to say too much because there's some questions still coming, but they
Okay.
want to appeal to everybody, and they got okay. All
all
right.
right, let's go.
All right. So sorry, 3 more questions. Here you go. You ready? Which
Yep.
casual game is not mentioned in the book? Is it Flappy Bird, Angry Birds, Doodle Jump, or Farmville? And I don't have a personal preference here, so you can't guess which one is Duke mad about.
I'm gonna go Doodle Jump.
I'm gonna go. Flappy Bird. I will say.
Damn! Look at Chinny.
Bloody
Yes,
hell.
it is.
I don't
Flappy
know
Bird.
how I get
Which, I mean, Flappy Bird is a hell of a. I mean, that was popular as fuck, man.
Yeah, I mean
Oh, yeah,
that
it
led
was.
to the person that made it, got rid of it, and
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He took
and
it out to sale.
because
didn't he?
because his life became horrible.
Yeah, totally.
And he
And I'm surprised that they mentioned Doodle Jump but not Flappy Bird because I feel like Flappy Bird
Yeah,
made
that's
more
why I
cultural
thought
impact.
Doodle
than
Doodle
Jump
Jump is
Jump,
kind
right.
of like, I don't know, just like a throw. I thought it was like a fun mobile game, but it's and
Yeah.
you see it at the arcades. You know, those like giant
Yeah.
versions of them and stuff. But
All right.
I don't know.
Okay, 2 more questions. You ready? Here we go.
Okay. Here we go.
Question 14. Which of the follow? I should be asking each of like in turn. Like we need to give Stu more of a chance because Chinny's just rolling up here. Anyway,
Ah, come on.
next question. Which of the following games? Only one of these is mentioned in the book. So which one is mentioned? All right.
Okay.
Is it Yakuza, The Darkness, Her Story, or Fahrenheit, aka Indigo Prophecy?
So which one isn't mentioned or which?
Is mentioned. There's only one of them that is mentioned.
Oh, there's only one of them
Oh.
mentioned. Shit.
Yakuza, Her
Darkness,
Story, The
Her
Dark-
Story, or Fahrenheit / Indigo Prophecy.
I mean,
I'm gonna go.
I'd
Her
say
Story.
I'd say Her Story as well.
It is Her Story. In fact, they have 2 pages that are all about the developer of Her Story, and then the follow-up, and then the third game, and how it blends the world of cinema but they don't really talk about full motion video games as a genre, or even like saying building upon full motion video games like Nightcrawler or whatever it was. I would think they would mention some of that.
Yeah, give us some
elsewhere,
back
but they don't.
history
John,
about.
John,
Yeah,
John
exactly.
in the chat's right because Fahrenheit was made by French people.
Yeah. Oh yes, it
Yeah.
was. They mention
David Cage.
they have a pullout like a half page for Detroit Become Human. They only mention Heavy Rain in passing. There's quite a few games that are only mentioned in passing. In fact, we're done with that whole thing. So what else is mentioned in passing? Rogue. They don't even really mention Rogue at all. They mention Rogue. I have a whole page for Hades, but they don't really mention the original Rogue
the
game,
original
which is
Rogue,
weird.
yeah.
They only mention Dragon's Lair in passing. The arcade game with the
Yeah.
cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
Beyond Good and Evil. Mass Effect is only really mentioned in passing. Which,
I
come
imagine. I
on.
imagine. I've never written a book or published a book, but I've listened to a podcast of a guy that wrote the history of snooker, and he talked about the editing process and how much he wrote that had to
sure.
get cut out.
Yeah.
So I
They had to cut
imagine
some
like
out, of
just tell yourself, Duke, that there's a 2-page spread on Bethesda that got cut out.
He tried to fight for. He was about ready to walk off the
He
project.
was like, but Skyrim.
Come on, it's
Solitaire and
Bethesda.
Minesweeper are only mentioned in passing, which I mean,
Yeah.
most people who had Windows 98 played those games. right?
Everybody's played those.
Gears of War is mentioned in passing.
Yeah.
Like there's no,
I'll live
there's
with
not
that.
even a picture of Gears.
Halo,
of
is
War.
You
Halo
see,
in there?
Gears of War, really. that
Halo is
influenced the
fairly represented. They talk
console.
about Halo quite a bit. Yeah, exactly. That's what
Gears
I
is,
said.
Gears is a console seller, isn't it? Yeah.
Gears of console.
Yeah, but it was
Games they didn't
also
mention-
denoted the amount of RAM the original 360 had. So
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
was
sure.
really influential in the building of the console.
They didn't mention any of the Yakuza games, which I thought was pretty. I mean, they talk about gangster games and they talk about GTA and then they talk about like their competitors were. I don't remember what they said, but it wasn't Saints Row, which I was surprised by because I always thought GTA and Saints Row were kind of neck and neck. I mean,
They
not
were for
really.
a little bit.
Saints Row was trying to come up behind them, but
but when was this book published? When was
well, it was originally published in 2011, and then it just recently came out with a second edition. Let's see what year the second. I mean, it's pretty recent. They got some really recent stuff in here.
because the Yakuza sort of boom, even though Yakuza's been around for a long time, the Yakuza boom has
Yeah.
only really happened in the last 5-6 years. Like,
Sure. This
That's
doesn't have a
when-
fucking publication. These French publishers, what is wrong with y'all? Anyway, I don't know what date, what year.
Okay.
Anyway, they didn't mention Gun, which I mean, again, that's a personal preference, but it was an important precursor for Red Dead.
I don't know.
No mention of Star Wars Battlefront. I mentioned the Darkness. They didn't say Battlefield 3 is mentioned, but not 2. Battlefield 2 was a big deal for PC.
I'd argue
gamers.
that the 2 was a big one, and then
Yeah.
1942.
Man, Fallout 3, what the fuck? All right. Final question. You ready? Here we go.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to name 6 games. There are only 2 instances of a screenshot from a game stretching across 2 pages, right? You know what I mean? Like a full page spread with one screenshot stretched across 2 pages.
Okay.
So 2 of the following games are represented that way, and they're the only 2 in the whole book. Okay.
Okay.
So here are your options.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. Red Dead Redemption 2,
Ooh.
Skyrim, The Witcher 3, Silent Hill 2, Zelda Breath of the Wild, and Fortnite.
Okay, I'm gonna
Right,
go.
I'm gonna
with-
go.
Go on. yeah,
Zelda Breath of the Wild
wrong.
and Red Dead Redemption 2.
Right. So Red Dead.
Stuart nails it! Oh, snap! Chinny got it wrong at the
I'd have got. You know what? I'd have put Fortnite instead.
What were
of-
you going to say?
I was gonna say Red Dead
Fortnite?
2
Okay.
and Fortnite. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Red
Well,
Dead 2 is
you
like...
already said he was a bit of a Nintendo fanboy, so I'm like, it's got to be
Yeah.
that. And then Red Dead Redemption 2 is like such a big
Well,
game.
yeah.
So here's the... I happen to open right into the Red Dead 2 one. So
Wow, look
there's
at
the
that.
screenshot of Red Dead 2. Like,
Fantastic.
pretty nice picture, but I would have picked a landscape maybe, but I mean, whatever. And then Breath of the Wild is the one you can imagine. It's him, like, looking off into the distance, right?
Yeah.
At the top of the hill or whatever.
He's
I don't know if I'll be able
fumbling
to
through
find
the
it,
book
but-
for the audio listeners.
Yeah, I don't want to
He's
sit here while you.
fumbling through it.
Anyway, really, really good book. I thought it would be fun to, answer
and
some
John-
questions
The
about the book.
fact that you said that there's barely a Bethesda presence, Skyrim was barely got a picture of it.
I mean, come on. And again, I know that it's like my own personal preferences, but come on. Either Oblivion or Fallout 3 have to be significant discussions for certainly more than Shenmue.
definitely. Oblivion,
Shenmue.
definitely.
Fuck
So,
off,
so,
Shenmue.
so John asked, "What's the name of the book? Can you read it out again, please?"
Yeah, the name of the
Fuck
book
off.
is Press. The name of the book is
Fuck
Bethesda
off,
is
Paul.
garbage. Yeah, no, it's called Press Start: The History of Video Gaming by Erwan Cario, and it's really, really good. I really recommend
Is,
people check it out.
Is Claire Obscure mentioned in there? Is that too recent?
Nope,
or-
no, I think it came out before Claire Obscure
Yeah.
because the publication date is not in the front the way it is.
So,
in-
because
it
because
looks-
apart from Assassin's Creed and Claire Obscure, the French can just fuck off. To be fair,
Yeah,
what about
yeah.
Dofus?
Dofus, yeah, I'm alright.
Okay, so
Go
this
look
book,
at what I'm
yeah,
playing
okay.
this week, Dofus.
So this book came out in 2023. The original edition
Okay.
came out in 2011.
So it's too soon for Claire Obscure.
It's too soon for Claire Obscure, yeah. But they got Metal Gear Solid. They had 2 pages for Gran Turismo. They talk about sport licenses.
GTA, they have
which is
GTA
as
in there, I
good.
imagine. There's got to have GTA.
GTA is part of. They have a 2-page spread, I think, for GTA 4, and before that, they talk about gangster games, and GTA is the main sort of thing there. Lara Croft. I didn't hear this. Did y'all know this? This is the last tidbit I'll share, but apparently, I want to read the way it says it. The official version, according to those who believe it, is that Guard, the original developer, unintentionally enlarged her chest size by 150% instead of 50%, and the result pleased the rest of the team.
Wow.
So the reason she's got such a huge
Massive tits.
tract of land is because the guy was accidentally enlarging
I'm
it too
sure
much.
he was. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
Just
it-
press
But
the
they-
button wrong.
I'll tell you this. The last thing I'll say about it is that they have a 2-page discussion of fighting sexism in the gaming world, which I really like. And at the end, they talk about like what's next, right, for gaming and what do we want to see and so forth. And I really like this. They talk about the biggest challenges facing video games as a cultural sector are no longer really technological, they are social. And they talk about working conditions so that people don't get, their brains blasted during crunch. They talk about inclusion. They talk about climate transition. We need to be making sustainable games. And then they talk about exploring the creative potential without being tripped up by simplistic mechanisms of reward and collection used to hook players in many modern productions. So, like I said, huge thumbs up, 5 stars, awesome book, even though it leaves out Bethesda completely, so fuck
They
them.
call GLaDOS Galdos.
And they call it Galdos. There was another typo, but I don't remember what it was. So.
Um,
Anyway, that's what I've been
before we
reading.
move on, before
Yes.
we move on to what we've been playing, as we're talking about something French, I've got a bit
Yeah.
of French news. I've got some news.
Oh, zut alors, c'est très bien. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Some French news.
Oui.
Now, we can all agree on this show that Clair Obscur is a fucking fantastic game. We can all agree.
Yes,
I
we
agree
can.
with that, yeah.
Even though I
Well,
haven't
in
played
the
it in
l-
2 weeks.
You haven't played it in 2 weeks. In the last week, the whole of the development team have been knighted in France.
Sick.
Wow. They're just thirsty for people to knight, huh?
They are. What the
Sick.
fuck is going on? This is just getting
Wow.
out.
Well,
of
who else are
hand,
they
you
going to
know?
knight? When was the last time anybody in
I know.
France did anything really
Wow.
valuable for the culture?
Sick.
They've been
Pompidou?
knighted. So the development
Pharaoh?
team behind
IMK?
Clair Obscur have been given the status of knight under the French Order of Arts and Letters in recognition of their significant contribution to the country's art and culture.
Brilliant.
French studio San Intro revealed the news this week via LinkedIn, which included photos of the proud team wearing medals bestowed upon them by the French Ministry of Culture.
Wow, they're
Some
also
of the-
helping out LinkedIn because that was the first time in 10 years anybody's
Yeah, I
done
know,
anything
so
via
he puts
LinkedIn.
anything on LinkedIn.
I know. Right?
While somewhat similar to British Knighted, the French Order of Arts and Letters does not allow holders to add a Sir to their names. Still, it is a prestigious form of recognition awarded to just 200 people
You
worldwide
can
each
you
year
can put a monsieur before your name.
for the work creating something of outstanding cultural significance. What's kind of interesting is, right, it's awarded to just 200 people. How many of those 200 will be the whole team
Yeah,
at
really.
Sandfall Entertainment? You know,
50
they're
of them
just
are these
taking it away.
developers, and then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
others.
Yeah,
Timothy
70 of them this
Chalamet,
year
is he
were
actually
developers.
French or just have a French name?
I think he's.
I have no idea.
I think he's from
Um,
Didcot.
Yeah, Didcot. There you go.
I don't know where.
I like it from Didcot. But it's cool. I mean, it's just a cool thing, but it is getting a bit silly, isn't it? I mean, they've made a decent game, but
is.
come on.
Yeah, but the
Jesus
French are
Christ.
proud, aren't they? They're proud people.
Pharrell Williams got knighted in France.
Sure.
Sure, why
Okay.
not?
Pharrell. It's a French sounding name, isn't it?
Is this the Légion d'honneur? Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know. It's just.
I think it's the
some
Légion
thing.
d'honneur.
I don't know. It is what it is.
Yep.
Anyway, so there you go.
Classic
Good for them.
saying.
Okay.
Classic saying.
Yes.
But I wish Stu would read the news on the TV because at the end he would be like, "This has happened. These have bombed these, and it is what it is."
There,
What were you gonna do?
so that's it for news. Let's do what we've been playing. There you
Alright.
go.
Okay, let's talk about what I've been playing.
What you been playing?
Go ahead. Who wants to start? Not me this week. I just talked a whole bunch for that quiz.
Go ahead. I'm going to start.
All right.
Go ahead.
Because I finished Indica.
Oh, okay.
It
The-
didn't take
the-
very
the
long,
nun
actually. I
game.
think it was, yeah, it was probably about another hour.
That
so
was.
I was fairly close.
Stu, that was so last week for me.
I know. I know.
Do
I
you
know.
remember what's in it?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, do you remember the ending of Indica? You
Yeah,
remember
it's
what
really weird.
happens?
Actually, it's really weird, isn't it? At the end,
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It does a little bit of trolling of you at the end.
it's kind of
yeah.
like it's kind of like a Last of Us sort of ending. You're like, oh, is that it? Is that it? Are we done?
Yeah, well, kinda, I guess. but
It's not really a spectacle, is it? The end. It's just like
no,
you're in a
but it
room.
does something kind of interesting at the end, which if you
With a
are a
mirror.
gamer, you get drawn into quite quickly. It is something that you get drawn in, and then that can have a detrimental effect to how long it takes to finish the game.
Oh no, that bit. I know we're talking in riddles here, but that I knew that was just bollocks, so I just spammed through it.
Yeah, I didn't do it for too long, but some people have been like, "Ooh, like cookie clicker. I wonder how many I can get."
I did it until it stopped, so I don't think there's a way out.
Yeah,
of it,
yeah. There isn't. I don't think it does stop. I don't think there is an end.
No, it does, because I did it all the way through.
Did you?
Yeah.
But so you just kept on going and going and going until it ended?
Yeah.
I didn't think it ended. I just thought it was a I think
because
it affects what happens next, doesn't it? In quite a big way.
I don't know.
Yes.
Does it? Are
you talking about the same thing I'm talking about?
Spoilers for Indica.
Yeah, spoiler. Like anyone gives a shit, but spoilers.
It's a good game. Spoilers for Indica.
It is a good game. It's a great story. I mean,
right,
it's
I'm
gonna
put. Hold on, I'm
gonna
put my spoiler. I need a spoiler hat so people.
Spoiler hat.
I'll take my hat off. I'll take my hat off. I'll take my hat off.
That's great for the audio listeners.
I know. Sorry, but okay. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
We're talking about the religious artifact that she gets at the end.
Yes.
And you just shake it. You shake it.
I thought you were talking about the upgrade tree.
No, well, it is connected to that in a kind of a way.
No, yeah.
But
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think you can just keep shaking that. Yeah.
It's just infinite. It just go on until you stop shaking.
But I knew I did get to 10,000 just to see what happened, or 1,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
It was.
But then the trouble is, the next bit takes forever because you've got to level up to whatever you shook it to.
Yeah. And I shook it quite a lot.
People on Reddit, when I was reading about what they thought, were saying like they'd shook it till they got to like 100,000, and then they had to quit and go back to a previous save because they just couldn't finish the game.
I thought you were talking about that upgrade tree because I went all the way to the end of it, but I shook it to about 10,000, and I was like, I'll see what happens when I get to 10,000, but I think it's just pointless. And
yeah, it's totally pointless. But it's
because the game constantly tells you that all the upgrades and all the coins are
pointless.
Yeah, and the whole theme of the game is like none of this has any point to it. Like you find meaning in yourself, in your own sort of.
Just like religion itself.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it is. It's a little bit like the game's all about faith and
questioning
questioning faith and why you do what you do, why religions are even a thing.
I know I spoke very highly of this game last week, and I'd be really interested in what Duke has to say. I know, well, you saw it, haven't you? You've seen like the ending and stuff.
The sense I get is that the developers believe that religion is all bullshit and that there is no God, and that's fine, and therefore, the demonic things that we do are the outgrowth of humanity itself.
There's an element of that, but I think
there's also a character who's got like the devil in him, or is that the devil in her head?
No. The devil doesn't even exist. It's just her hallucination.
It's her devil.
So is it explained that like the voice she's hearing is just her own imagination, or
kind of
some sort of mental disorder?
What's kind of really cool about it is towards the end, because a guy who has gangrene in his arm.
Mm-hmm.
She chops it off without his permission.
So, in a very dangerous way.
And he wanted that to, in order to go touch the thing and try to have the miracle.
So they go to this religious artifact. I can't remember what it's called now, but they go to it because they think it'll perform a miracle and reattach his arm for him.
Right.
And what's really cool about that scene is you can see her willing it to happen. She really wants it to happen because she wants to have her faith justified.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that feels like a straw man. It feels like an easy way to attack the idea of faith. Like, what an idiot. He thinks his arm's going to grow back.
No. He obviously does because his faith is really strong. He really believes he's
what does she think
will
God.
Happen?
She doesn't think it's going to happen.
She wants it to happen to prove that actually there is something. You know what I mean? It's kind of this.
Right.
I really want it to happen.
What I'm saying is that
what's very cool is the scene before that. She sees the hand moving on its own when it's not attached, but she's not really seeing that. She's just like hallucinating
what she wants.
She wants it to be real. Yeah, she wants it to.
So
be
here's
real.
what I'm saying. Look, I think if you're gonna attack this question of faith, it's one thing to say like, okay, a hand reattaching to an arm, like, okay, that's a big deal. The other ways that faith manifests itself often is like, I'm having the worst night of my life. I need something, like we were talking before, you're puking up your guts in front of the toilet. Like you need something to carry you through that. That's something that faith really does for a lot of people. And that's a much harder thing to attack because it's not as simplistic as, well, this person didn't come back to life or the arm didn't go back
No,
on
I mean, that's
but
no,
it still
that's not
shows a
really
meaningful significance of faith.
Yeah, it does. It does. I don't disagree with you, but in the game, it's she wants evidence. She wants something to prove.
Right,
that
and she
there
doesn't
is a
get
God
any,
and to
right?
prove, and she doesn't get it. No, it doesn't happen.
Right.
Because
So what I'm
obviously-
saying is, as a storyteller who is trying to show there is no God and everybody who goes looking for it is an idiot, or the evil all around us, and there's plenty of it in this game, is just us. Like there's nothing else besides us.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's an
that's
atheistic
pretty much,
universe.
that's
And I'm saying
pretty much
that's
it.
they're what they're trying to use as a way to prove that there's no divine presence is, well, because his arm didn't grow back, therefore there's no divine presence.
You're saying it's too
And I'm like-
ham-fisted. You're saying it's too.
It is. It's,
I don't
I'm,
think
I'm
it
not
is
even
at
saying it's
all. I think
ham-fisted
pretty
necessarily.
subtle, to be honest. I think it
Do you
does a
think the
good
fact that
job
the guy's
of. No, I think it does go a good job of just letting you decide for yourself. what you
I would
believe.
agree
I
with
think it
Stu
does a
there.
really
I
good job.
don't think I came away
Okay.
from that game thinking this
Sorry, you were trying to
developer
ram me down my
was
throat.
was
that
trying
there
to
is
say,
no God.
"Oh fuck,
No.
there's no
Okay.
God." I thought it
So
was.
what is the evidence for the divine in this game?
I think that it's within yourself. I think it's kind of like
Yeah.
you've got to, because I felt I walked away from the game thinking like you've got to sort of deal with your own demons in your own, and like because the end of the game, the very end of the game, she there's something about because you drop all the beads on the floor, don't you? Like
Well, rosary. She's carried these rosary beads
rosary
right
beads.
from the beginning of the game.
and she's squeezing them so hard, and then they break, and then the devil's sort of gone. Like so, like it's
Yeah.
almost like the devil within her has gone because she's dealt
Okay,
with
okay,
you
yeah.
know that.
But it's also
something like that.
she's got a lot of guilt as well because
because
and
of
he does
her-
it in such a horrific way. But because the reason
She
she,
calls
had-
that
She
young
sold
chap-
out the other guy or
Yeah,
something.
she
was a
calls
kid.
that
yeah,
chap to
boyfriend.
die,
She
yeah,
basically
yeah.
lets her boyfriend get killed
Yeah.
Right.
because she,
Yeah.
she will know that he's a boyfriend.
When
And he gets ends up
when he
getting
gets shot, that's brutal. Yeah,
It's
that's-
brutal. It's absolutely brutal.
It's only a pixel thing, but it's brutal.
So she's carrying all that guilt as well, and
Yeah.
all the nuns hate her. You know, she's been sent to this convent where she, really hates being there, and all the nuns hate her as well. So
Do they
it's
hate her
this
for a
kind
reason,
of-
or they just hate her because she's
they
new?
just
or-
dislike her. I don't know. They
Young,
doesn't
new, I
really
don't know.
explain why they don't like her.
Because
They
again,
just
look, I'm looking
dislike
at
her.
this from the macrocosmic storyteller point of view, and like, I'm not even necessarily faulting the developers. I mean, it's not that they have a responsibility to take a position for or against the question of the divine. I just feel like the sense I got from reading, and again, I read it very quickly, the overview on Wikipedia, which isn't necessarily a good way to consume a story. I
It isn't.
watched parts of it. All I'm saying is, Game of Thrones is a pessimistic story for reasons that have to do with who wins and who loses specific fights. And, Tolkien is a Catholic who says good wins in the end, right? Because the ring gets thrown into Mount Doom. Spoilers for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But he doesn't take a cheap way out of like making it seem like, well, God will just protect you from everything. Fucking Sauron comes really close to, exterminating the humans, right? So I feel like this game, the sense I got, and maybe it's not fair, was that they're saying like people who believe are idiots, people who,
No, I didn't get
worship.
that.
No,
or
it doesn't
idiots.
do
Maybe
that
that's
at
not
all.
No,
It
I think
definitely doesn't
it
do
was a
that.
lot more like.
Because it's about her own personal journey.
I think it's more of a personal how you deal with faith, and she.
Yeah, and
wasn't-
how you deal with the shit that you've been shoveled on you all your life.
I can't really pinpoint why I walked away like that, but that's sort of how I walked away.
I totally agree with Chinny. I think this game, because we know how shit stories are in games in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah.
And I think this game does a really good job
great.
of telling a story in a very realistic and natural way. The way that the dialogue's delivered, the way that it's written, the way that it shows, and it's more show and less tell. You know what I mean? It sort of lets you
An important part of
sort of
storytelling.
glean.
I think the worst
Yeah.
part of the game is the start as well. Like the first 15 minutes is like
Yeah,
the
yeah. But
worst
then again,
part of the game.
that's a part of the whole story of being how shit a
But I
situation
just,
is.
we're
what
so
I mean?
we're so used to games being inviting and handheldy.
Yeah.
And play more,
But
play more. This game
from
is
the
like
outset, it's like
Well,
complete-
being fun.
complete friction from the start. Is like right, this is gonna be
Yeah.
a fucking grind.
And it's clear clear that you want to get out of this place when you start playing the game. So the idea
Oh,
of,
yeah.
okay,
Doing
we
that,
want you
yeah.
to not just be annoyed, but like desperate to flee the way she is.
But also
and that's
the
something that, again, games can do that
It's
novels.
brave though. It's a brave decision to do
yeah,
that at the beginning of the game.
I mean, it's only a thing you can do in an indie game. You can't do that in a AAA.
Yeah, that's true. A
multi-million
AAA game would say, okay, let's have her leaving the convent at
it's
the
like,
start.
can we just empty one bucket? You know what I mean? Like, like
yeah.
So the fact
Duke's
that
going to stop playing.
the fact that you have to empty 5 buckets and then she tips it out, to me,
Yeah.
told me as a player, like, okay, everything I do in this game is going to be pointless. Like, everything I earn is nothing's going to mean anything here. This is what this tells me. But I feel like if you play Call of Duty and shoot people in the head, you're like, what the fuck? Like, like, it's not going to be a game. So it's you've really got to enjoy story, I think, and if you don't,
It definitely sets it up from that point onwards as well, because it's almost like this. They just give her a load of these meaningless tasks to do just for the sake of it, because that's something for her to do. There you go.
Well, and it's also the thing that the new person does. Like, that's every workplace in the world is like the new person gets the shit work. So
I know
it is, but at least it's something that might be meaningful to some extent. But fucking
that woman needs the basket.
But I look at it like,
but the tipping out of the water, I know.
Yeah.
What I look at it is like when a good movie director picks an angle, right, or picks a certain shot, they pick a shot for a reason. Like, it's like, why does it enhance the story? And I imagine like that decision to make you fill 5 buckets and empty them is like, why are we doing it? You know, it's to teach the player that, like, you're hated, everything you do is pointless, and this is shit. Do you know what I mean? Like, this place is shit.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was like a really very, very high friction thing to do in a intro of a video game, where you want people to be onboarded, but a really good statement that you can only do in this type of game. Really.
Yeah,
and I mean, again, this is the last thing I'll say about it, because I don't want to keep going on about it. But like, the sense I got was that it was a synecdoche. It's a symbol. It's a small version of the same thing we're about to see in a big version.
Yes.
Of
absolutely.
Life itself.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking pointless.
Yeah.
Like, there's no God, there's no devil.
Correct.
It's just us.
Yeah. So I thought it's it's a clever way of saying it. All right, we've got to stop fucking talking about this game.
It was good though.
Right.
Very cool.
Put the hat
I
back
loved
on.
it.
Cool
Love
game.
the game. Love the game.
Cool game.
All right. So that's Indica. Chinny, why don't you go next?
Hey, I've got games.
You've got
You
stuff.
got games.
You got games.
We'll carry on with Minecraft for a little bit.
The Legend of the Amazon Warehouse.
Yeah, so I've been building my Amazon warehouse in Minecraft. It's going well. Let me get the map up for you so you can have a little look.
Are you actually branding it as Amazon? Do you have the logo somewhere, or is it just like call it?
I will call it Chinazon. Eventually, I don't. The letters are being shipped over. I'm working at the moment. I'm working on my bottomless pit. Okay.
All right, yeah.
Which I know can't be bottomless unless you do a bedrock glitch, which I've been told. But I've come across this, Duke. What is this? This purple stuff. I can't remember what it's called. The purple stuff. The purple crystal stuff.
The purple crystal stuff. I think that's amethyst.
Amethyst.
But I don't know, because I don't remember seeing a whole bunch of it like that.
It is amethyst. So it's an amethyst.
Yeah, no, I've seen some of that.
thing.
I guess I just haven't seen as big a cluster.
Yeah.
But like I said, I haven't played in maybe a year or so for real. So it's possible that they've made that more plentiful when generating worlds.
So I was digging my bottomless pit, and I was like, oh no, I've come across this thing. So I thought, I wonder if I can move it, and you can't move it because what you should do. I've read up like what should you do if you find one of these. And the basic gist is, like, you should harvest it, and it does grow back, like the amethyst crystals. Right. Yep. But it only grows.
He's accidentally made another farm.
So I've accidentally found another farm, right?
Yeah.
Where
He's accidentally made an amethyst farm.
Yeah. So basically, what I've done is I'm going to dig around it. I'm going to make it sit on a platform, so it looks like it's on a platform.
And sorry, what use is amethyst in the game?
I don't know. But
that's the thing. They keep putting more stuff, because this is the same thing they did with andesite and the other gray shit, tough, and there's all these gray bricks.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck is the point of these gray bricks that there's no use for them?
What does it do? I don't know, but I've got it, and it's so basically
you got it.
I've made my.
Duke, just to clarify, like Amazon, that Chinny's just amassing stuff for the sake of it.
There you go, like Jeff Bezos. Yeah,
I've made
like Jeff Bezos.
My Amazon warehouse on a fucking gold mine, right? On a fucking oil patch. Do you know what I mean?
It
I've-
is. It's like fucking oil.
Yeah,
down,
oil
I'm like,
patch,
shit.
amethyst patch.
So I've just looked at what it can do. It's primarily used for crafting items. So there's some certain items that you can craft with them. I think one of them, I did look into this actually, is a proximity trigger thing. So the closer you get to something, the stronger the signal that it gives out, which is quite cool. Decoration, the purple is quite nice. And it has some spy. You can make a spyglass. You can make tinted glass with it. So and skulk sensors. So a few different things you can do with it.
Yeah,
Basically, the gist is I've found something that I can now exploit into my
Sell in
Amazon
your
factory,
warehouse.
and
Yeah, you could sell it to your fellow Minecraft server.
Is there any trading going on in this server? Like, do y'all buy and sell from each other, or do you just like, I found some stuff, here it is?
No, there's no trade. There's how many is there? There's 1, 2, 3,
Like 6 people on the server.
4, 5 people in this server.
Okay, never mind.
So we're just dicking about.
A lot of heart marketing going on here. All right,
Yeah.
I want those. I'll pay more than they.
So so I'm still working on my on my Amazon, but I've not played Minecraft as much this week because I've been ill and
Too busy playing Pukecraft.
You're doing too busy sat on or looking.
I've decided to not play it as much. I thought maybe I can play it at lunchtime at work now and again.
Take a look at the warehouse now, people. That's as far as it's ever going to get developed. You remember the Statue of Trinity?
Now he's done. He's done.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Yes, so there you go. That was Minecraft. That's me.
Okay. Well, I've been playing Rocket League.
See Hutch in the chat. Hi.
Hi, see
Hi.
Hutch.
Yeah, Rocket League. There's nothing new to say about Rocket League, but I went back to a game that I haven't played in 2 years.
Oh.
What is it?
Yeah. It is Rust.
Rust.
Why haven't you played Rust for 2 years, dude?
Yeah,
Because once Human came out and basically scratched every itch I had for Rust, and
but it's
also
not
a whole
Rust
lot of
though,
other
is it?
things.
But now you hate.
It's not Rust.
Now you hate Once Human.
not
So.
Rust.
I don't hate Once
Yeah,
Human.
yeah.
I did play some of it this week.
I told you
I've
go
not gone
off
off
it. I
it.
told you.
I said I'm
It's got
still
the
playing
ick.
it. I just don't have anything
got
new
the
to
ick.
play to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. I played a little bit of Icarus. I actually finished one of the missions.
I
was
see what
doing
you
with
did
Icarus.
there. Icarus.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's cute.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's cute.
Anyway, so the thing with Icarus is I like it. It's good for survival, but the gun that I have access to in Icarus, it'll shoot 45 bullets before it's useless. You have to repair it,
Right.
which is bullshit. Like the thing with Rust is, especially on these modded servers, like you can go from whacking a tree with a stone to having like a decent gun in about an hour. Right?
Yeah.
And Icarus just takes forever to get to a place where you have a decent gun. And as much as I enjoy that first part of like land, bang on a tree with a rock, et cetera, I wanted to get to like that next level of stuff. So I was like, I'm gonna go back to Rust. I can get to having a gun in about an hour. I always play PvE. I don't fuck with PvP at all in Rust. And they've been updating the game. Every time an update comes out for Rust, I'll look at what's in it. They just made this huge update with all these boats. So now apparently one of the things you can do in the game is like, this only makes sense if you're doing PvP, but you can make a base on a boat.
Sure.
So that's pretty cool. I don't know why there's a red bear in this game because there haven't been red bears in Rust in quite some time, but maybe this is a
This
modded
looks
server.
like a very old version of Rust.
You've linked to a 2014.
This is the one I linked
version.
to?
Yeah, 2014.
okay. 2014 is okay. My bad. I don't know why.
This looks
I thought I did a search from like a year ago. Anyway, whatever. The point is, I'm sorry I gave you an old link.
should be.
The
Well, I was
point
looking at it
is,
thinking this doesn't look like Rust now. Rust
Yeah,
now
it
looks
doesn't.
really cool.
anyway, especially because they had that green thing in the corner. They don't do that anymore. Anyway, here's the point. They added something in Rust that lets you put up wallpaper inside. So just like that,
Alright.
they jumped over Minecraft. You can't change the color of your home in Minecraft at all, unless you use amethyst as building blocks for your home. Who the fuck wants an
Yeah.
amethyst house? Nobody.
I've got
They
a
should
farm
have-
if
He's
you're
got- got
They
some
interested.
of
should
that
have
shit.
had. They should have had paint or wallpaper in Minecraft decades ago. What are they doing?
Oh yeah,
So-
that's what it looks like now.
That's a cool thing in Rust. I'm enjoying it. It's tense. This was funny too. I was playing Rust on a pretty vanilla server, and it's tense because I can see a bear in the distance, and I'm like, I don't want to get eaten by the bear. I'll go this way, and I got a basic hatchet, and I got a bow and arrow, and I come upon this. Hi, Duchess. I come upon this wolf, and I'm like, uh-oh. And like and I hear howling, and the dog starts barking. I'm like, shut up, dog. It's okay. Hi, what's up? I'm talking on the show. Duchess says hi.
Hi.
So the dog starts barking. I'm trying to get the dog to calm down. I'm trying to get these wolves to not murder me. The dog does calm down, but the wolves murdered me. So that was crazy. But yeah, and it's the gold standard, right? Like, it's gorgeous, and building is so intuitive and all that stuff. So I'm still enjoying Rust. Yeah. There's not much to say about it.
I can't believe how much different it looks.
Yeah,
I mean,
it looks
this
like a
thing is
completely different game.
It's like night and day.
It's
isn't
so
it?
gorgeous. They keep adding stuff in it, so it's really deep. And the funny part too is that I hadn't played it in 2 years. I got this new computer in that time, so I remember starting the game up and then going and making a cup of tea and coming back, and maybe the game will be loaded. Now it loads a lot more quickly, but it still takes a while to load the actual server that you're joining, because it has to load the prefabs and load this and load that. So there's a lot going on in this game, but it's such a satisfying gameplay loop,
Yeah.
So yeah,
It
that's
looks
Rust.
pretty good. It looks pretty
Yep.
Does look good.
good. Dukey
Yes.
Duke. I
Yes.
think we should talk about our Play My Game bitch that we both played. That Chinny.
Oh,
obviously
that's
hasn't
right.
played.
This is a sort of mini play my game.
Did I miss
Mini
this?
Play My Game.
Did I miss this?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I put it in the group chat,
Oh, sorry.
and
He did. He did.
as
and
is the case a
did
lot of
it.
times, you either ignored it, or you didn't see
Yeah,
it, or
I
you were
didn't see
busy
it.
puking.
I didn't
I don't know.
see it.
Anyway,
Yeah, busy
there's
shitting.
this. So Capcom had they had a developer sale on Steam this week from Capcom, and all their flagship titles. I don't even know what they got on there. And Resident Evil, them. I don't remember who all Capcom
there's
has
loads
made,
of
but anyway,
they
Resident
made loads of stuff.
Evil.
they've made a lot of games.
That's it.
Oh, here it is, right here. Capcom, Street Fighter, and Resident Evil, and Dino Crisis. I mean, everybody loves Dino
Mega
Mega
Crisis.
Man.
Crisis.
Mega Man. Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Maybe. Yeah, Mega Man. Yep, there's a sale on Mega Man stuff. Devil May Cry. Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright.
Oh, I love Devil May Cry. What a game.
Yeah. So anyway, Monster Hunter. But they also have a new IP coming out soon. Apparently, it's coming out in April, and it's called Pragmata.
Pragmata.
Pragmata Sketchbook.
So they have a demo called Pragmata Sketchbook. And so I said, hey, this is free. It's a new IP from Capcom. That's a pretty big deal. In order for us to be on the cutting edge of the world of gaming, let's all play it and we can talk about
Let's
it.
all play it, including
He said,
Chinny.
"Bleh."
Bleh.
Yeah,
I
unintentionally
missed it.
commenting on his opinion of Capcom.
I missed it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, you
It
did.
happened. So, Stu, what's going on in this demo? What kind of game is it?
I didn't like it, Duke.
Oh,
Well, that's not the kind of
That's
game
not
it
the
is, but
question.
that's okay. That's your opinion.
I didn't like it.
So let me tell people what the kind of
I
game is.
love this game. I loved it, man. This is my kind
You
of thing.
couldn't
Did you
wait.
really?
Brilliant.
You were trying to
Yeah,
fool me
absolutely.
into thinking you didn't like it?
I
Oh, I
was.
see.
I
You couldn't even
absolutely
hold it together for
loved
30
it.
seconds.
No, I
Hold
couldn't.
it.
I
All
couldn't. I
So,
loved
okay,
it.
here's the thing. It's a shooter. It's a slow shooter, relatively speaking. It's kind of an
very cool.
inversion of the usual thing. You look like a robot, but you're a human, and you're protecting
Yeah.
a girl who looks human, but she's a robot.
Nah, you're not protecting her. She's part of your fucking weaponry, man.
Well, you don't know that at first, because at first
She's sat fiddling
she's
about
sitting there
drawing to me while
drawing
everyone's
on a piece of paper
fighting
while you're
around
killing
her.
robots. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's you protecting her.
No, but she's not very protected. She just sat waiting. She don't care.
But you don't
Anyway,
know that
scared.
well, fucking hell. The player
tell
is
ya.
supposed to think she's
She's
about to get killed by
badass.
these robots. I better kill her. She does turn out to be a badass. It is that thing of like, but at first you think you're supposed to be like the grizzled old man, which is every game that
Yeah.
has an adult and a child. The man protecting the little girl. We saw it in The Last of Us. We saw it in Walking Dead, which is fine. I'm not mad about it. But that was the basis of the book Brains I wrote. I said, I'm going to have a story where a woman is protecting a boy. So that was the
No.
origin.
Whoa. No, I can't agree.
I
with
know
that.
he's not actually protecting her here.
She's protecting him.
Why don't you tell us more about how this is not what people think it is when they start playing it?
Yeah, she's protecting
Yes,
him.
I know,
man.
you're right. It is. The point is that the twist
The twist.
for the combat is you can shoot at the robots and do 10 points of damage out of like 300, or you can
Oh,
unlock them using her powers.
yeah, she
And
hacks
then
them,
they,
doesn't she?
you
She
hack
hacks
them. It's kind of like the BioShock. You remember when you open doors? It's like the flow
Yeah.
thing, sort of like that. Not exactly, but kind of in that area.
you
And
gotta do it
once
really
they're
quick.
once they're unlocked, they're a lot easier to kill. But the
Yeah.
problem is that when you say, "Okay, go," you can put this on the screen if you want. I think that would help the viewers to see what kind of game it is.
I forget
When
to
you
press the thing.
when the robots start attacking you, it doesn't freeze or nothing when you
No, they
start
slow
hacking them.
down. They do slow
They
down.
slow down a little bit, but
Yeah.
I kept trying to hack, and then they'd kill you. And she's like, "Hurry up!" And he's like, "Fuck, shut the fuck up, man! I'm being murdered here." I wish the game would just pause things when you go to hack. That would make things so much less
It
frustrating.
does slow down considerably. It's not anywhere near as not fast as normal gameplay once you've hacked them.
Fair enough. I felt too tense with
No,
the
you
hacking.
got to. By the
and
way,
shooting.
sorry, I'm probably being. Not when you've hacked them, they slow down considerably. But
Oh,
you've got to
yes,
do it
once
really
you've
quick.
hacked. Right.
Yeah,
But the
sorry,
problem is
yeah.
that eventually the hack involves moving, and you're moving yourself. So at least on the mouse, I probably should have played it with a controller to see if it was easy.
You
Maybe it's
should
easier
have
on the
definitely
controller.
played it with a controller.
But it's the thing of like you push a button combo and you go into hack mode, and then you're moving around on the screen, and there's like you basically have to make one. It's like Snake. You have to make one long string of things, and they've got
Yeah,
all these
don't
things in
cross
your way,
yourself.
and you can't go back over your path. So it's
Nope.
this little bit of puzzle game in that moment. And meanwhile, there's like 4 other robots sometimes attacking you, and it's just like fuck off, everybody. I want when I'm shooting monsters, I just want to shoot monsters. When I'm doing a hacking game, I just want to do the hacking game. The fact that you're kind of having to do them both at the same time here is really stressful for me.
Oh, I loved it. I absolutely love this game.
I love
the
most
way
of it.
I love the
I do like the way it
motion, I
looked.
love the every
I did like the
everything
motion.
moves.
I like the fact that you get, so
Oh.
here's the other thing. Like you get these shields that you can pick up, and those help you in the hack so that
Yeah.
when you're doing your little snake game, if you go through one of those shields, I think it gives you more armor or it takes
Yeah,
them
you
down.
do.
a
Yeah,
notch.
it does. You do more damage and you get more
Yeah.
armor.
Yeah. So
It's
that's pretty
so
cool.
good.
And
I
and
love
that mechanic makes it so that later on there's a lot of other things you can do, throw into the game. It sets them on fire or it freezes them or whatever, I'm sure.
Yeah.
In order to keep going with that mechanic. The boss
And you
fight,
get another-
I
you-
just
you get a-
barely made it through the boss fight. I was so close to dying at the end of the boss fight.
Yeah, I loved it. And then you get a cool weapon that'll freeze them as well, so it gives you more time
Yeah.
to hack. So
Yeah.
that's-
That is a
what's-
very cool weapon.
What's kind of interesting is though you get one main weapon, but the others run out and you drop them, so you have to pick them
Yeah.
up again. So
Yeah, that's
so
annoying.
it's kind of cool. So it gives you more powerful weapons, but you only get them for a limited number of shots. So it's however.
I
many
don't
shots.
mind that if they only give you a little ammo, but the fact you have to keep picking the weapon up is annoying. I just wish they would just
I
do
don't
ammo.
mind that. I mean, you get plenty of them as you're going through the
You
game.
do,
I
they
love
are
it.
littered around everywhere on the boss fight
Yeah.
screen. They're just all over the room, so it's not too much of a big deal. But
I mean, when
yeah,
I first started playing it, I was like, "What the fuck? What am I supposed to be doing here?" But it does a
Yeah,
really
sure.
good job of taking its time, showing you what each thing does.
it does show you
and
how to
all.
do each part of it. Yeah,
Yeah,
and like I
loved
said,
it. I thought it was super slick.
yeah, it's very well made. It's very engrossing. I do think this will be a successful game because it does some
Oh, yeah.
interesting things, and it is fun. Like more than anything, like I'll tell you, Chinny, here's the thing, and I don't know if this is gonna hit with you, but I was playing this at a certain point. I was like, this is giving Vanquish.
Oh yeah, definitely, massively. Yeah, for sure.
And you're on mute, so we can't hear your reaction to that
Oh.
little bit of
Yeah,
information.
I said,
it
go
does.
fuck
It's
yourself.
It's
got
giving Vanquish.
Oh,
Let's
I,
try
It's
again.
got just enough Japanese.
I said,
do it
just
again.
imagine
Giving
me,
Vanquish.
just imagine me saying like a Shakespearean quote. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. Ooh, 'tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. I agree,
You
Chinny.
took the words out of my mouth. But what I'll say instead is, when I first saw it, I thought it was it looked a lot like Vanquish. Yeah.
Sort of
so-
Vanquish.
It's so slick as
Yeah.
well. It's as
It is.
slick
It
as
is.
that
It
as
is
well,
a
the way it
well-made
works.
game. I did enjoy it. I played it all the way to the end, and you know me. That's high
Yeah.
praise because a
That's
lot of
high
these
praise.
demos, as soon as I get a little frustrated, I'm like, "Fuck this shit."
Yeah.
But even though I was frustrated with this game, I kept going with it. So that's a good sign.
I instantly wishlist this. It was like
All
instant.
right. Well, I'm not going
I
to wish
just
list it
love
because
it.
it's not going to be a price I'm willing to pay for about 2 years, probably.
Some,
But
some of the cool and by the way, it's not a stupid. It is a stupid price, but in the scheme of things, it's not. It's like 49 quid. It's
Is
like it's only 49 quid, so I'm guessing it's
That's
what,
cheap these
$60?
days. That's cheap these days.
Cheap these days. I was like, wow, this looks slick for that amount of money.
$60 in the US.
Yeah, and I love the way the little animations, like when you jump, little legs go up and down on the
Yeah.
feet pads at
Oh,
the
yeah.
back, and I'm just
Oh,
like,
there's
I love
good
all these
animation.
little touches. It's just
Hey,
great.
hey, if anybody out there wants to play Remember Me, that's $3 right now.
Ah, that was a
Cool.
good game.
DuckTales remastered, $3.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
Lost Planet 3, John
Lost
Mouse,
Planet.
hey,
Mouse,
$3.
Hey,
Yeah.
there you go.
Lost Planet 1, $3.
But yeah,
Bionic Commando
Pragmata.
Rearmed.
It
Yes,
this is a
Pragmata, thumbs
great-
up. Watch for it,
massive
people.
thumbs
April
up.
of this year could be
I
up in
think
that
this is
Game of
gonna
the
be
Year
a-
category.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
think
new
it's
IP from
interesting
Capcom. They know how
because
to make
I
games.
think it's interesting as well because I've not really heard anything about this till you sent it me.
No,
It's like this
me
is the
neither.
first time I've ever seen.
heard
it,
You're
I've-
welcome.
so I like
Hey,
it.
heard a little
Duke
bit about
finally knows about a game that people are
It
interested
does.
in.
Yeah.
I
It's
like it
not
when
an
you
MMO.
find something. Yeah, when you hear about something
Yeah.
you've not heard of before, but this
Woo.
looks great. I just love it.
That's right.
And it ran. I mean, that fucking Resident Evil engine is something else.
It's brilliant.
I mean, this
Yeah.
thing runs like
Yeah, it
butter. I
ran
mean,
very
it
well.
is
Yeah, it's crazy.
slick.
It's crazy how
It
good
looks
is.
amazing.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
why everyone's using Unreal Engine 5, which is fucking shit, right? But does look amazing if you got a big enough rig to run it. But this thing looks amazing and it runs amazing. You know, it's just ridiculous how good this
Yeah.
this engine is.
I know.
Pretty good.
I wish everything was made on this engine.
Yeah.
Make every game on Resident Evil
And by
engine.
Capcom.
By Capcom. Yeah, just yeah.
Or this smooth, anyway.
It is so smooth, yeah. It were a solid 60 frames, never dipped, never moved. It was just
Yeah, I didn't get
60 all
any.
the
I
way.
didn't get any stuttering or slowdown or
No,
anything.
nothing. Absolutely nothing. No matter what was going on screen, it ran as well.
And you can
So
like dodge out of the way, and like
Yeah.
the robots don't move too quickly, so it is that good balance of like even though I got frustrated, it was a good balance of like tension. You're not okay, you're not safe, but also it's not like it's not Souls like you're not dying every 5 seconds. So.
No. I think it's kind of unusual for Duke and I to agree on a game.
is.
I
I
know
This
it is
game
unusual.
fucking
Let's
good.
savor this
It's
moment,
so
people.
good.
We got harmony going on. Oh,
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often.
Oh, it's nice.
But
All
massive
right,
thumbs
so
up
that's
from me. Huge thumbs
Pragmata.
up.
Watch for it.
Pragmata.
Chinny, what's next on your list?
Let's have a look. Yes, so I decided to finally get me Switch 2 out. Because
Oh my goodness, how long have you had this?
I've had a Switch 2 since my birthday, which is in September 2025 for my 40th.
Damn, and you haven't played it much.
I haven't played it at all. My brother bought me
So
my
you've
Switch.
never played it at all?
No.
Wow.
My brother bought
And
it
what was it that made you say, I want to play this?
because I said that
The shits?
probably. No, I said
Sitting on the
that,
toilet going, I'm
I
bored.
said that 2026 will be the year of Nintendo. I haven't really done it because
Oh,
of
that's right.
Minecraft. Because last year,
In
I
the year
did-
Nintendo and Mojang.
Yeah, last year and GTA 6. Last year, I played just only new games. This year, that my plan was just to play Nintendo games. Hasn't quite worked out, but I thought, right, I've got to start playing the Switch 2 because my brother bought it me. I need to play it. It was a present. So, Mario Kart World is the first thing I decided to get. I got it with the console, and
Yes.
I mean, it's Mario Kart, isn't it?
It's
Right.
Mario Kart.
Yeah, of course it
And
is.
It's like, who doesn't love Mario Kart? It's fucking Mario Kart, and that's pretty much.
There's a
what I-
mention of Mario
Even
Kart in this book. I'm going
grandmas
to try to
love
find
Mario
it.
Kart.
I mean, that's pretty much my opinion of it. Really, is like it's fine. It's nice. It's got a lot of touches in it. It's the animations are. It's just fun to see new animations of my favorite franchise. Do you know what I mean? Like my favorite franchise is Mario. I love Mario. I'm a big Mario fan. So just to see.
Is there a proper Mario game on the Switch too?
No, not yet. There's no,
New
no,
one?
no, there isn't. But it's just fun to see and just their take on what a Mario Kart
Yeah, sure.
looks like. And I suppose what a Mario Kart looks like. The big feature is the open world. Because you can go into the open world from the menu. So they do that trick where the game is playing in the menu, and if you press
Yeah.
I think the plus button or something, you can just go into the menu, like into the menu world, and there you go. You've got the pick whatever character you want.
So sorry, Chinny, in this book, Press Start: The History of Video Gaming, which I read recently, they talk about the games on the Switch. Yeah, I haven't talked about it much, but they talk about the Switch, and they say in-house productions have been plentiful too. This is just the Switch 1. It came out before Switch 2. Super Mario Odyssey, featuring the adventures of Nintendo's mascot. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the umpteenth incarnation of the flagship race game, and then other games that they mentioned too. So I just thought that was interesting. They described it as the umpteenth.
Yeah,
incarnation.
I mean, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is kind of like the ultimate Mario Kart. Do you know what I mean? It has everything. It has every character.
Right.
It is pretty much a perfect Mario game. So where do they go? And the open world is one answer to it. Which is fine. They've got little things around the open world to do, but not like loads of stuff. There's a few little challenges here and there, and there were, to be fair, there were everywhere you go. There was like a power switch, and you hit the power switch, and you do a challenge, and it could be like do this race or do this thing or do this jump or whatever. It's not too tasking. And then right on the screen now, Luigi's driving into like what looks like a kind of food bag, and then you, for some reason, you have a lasagna or a burger or something, and you unlock a costume, and you get different costumes for your Mario, and it's fun. Cool. It's just my favorite.
That's a thing I wouldn't mind getting.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's just I love Mario so much.
Now is that costume just for this race, or is that
no?
Like
you get it. You unlock it. Yeah. And there's kind of like in-game achievements as well to get, so in-game unlockables and stuff. There is loads to do, but it does feel a little sort of empty, the map, in a way, because I suppose open world driving games suffer from the fact that you never stop, so it's quite hard to just turn around and look at something. So it's got to be always.
When you show it on the screen, it looked like they were like. It had an overview map of the world, and then like a line going from this area to that area. Is that 2 races that you're going to?
So
you're not driving around in the same way you would in like a Burnout Paradise.
You can do.
Okay.
So you can just drive anywhere you want.
Gotcha.
But the races are set courses. So basically the way the races work is like there's just areas. So there's like I stumbled on Bowser's Castle. Like one of the first things I ever did in the game was Bowser's Castle. But I'm just driving around there. I'm not doing anything. But you can just drive around the track that you would race around normally. And then, so when you do a circuit, I did one circuit. When you do a circuit, you do a traditional race, and then you have to race more like a rally from the start of from the race that you're at now to the other race course. And so that's another race. So you do like a rally race. And then it goes instantly. It doesn't stop. It just drives instantly into the next race. So it's like seamlessly like moving the races along. And I suppose the other big thing was that you can grind the rails. That's a new feature. You can now grind the rails. It's not very difficult to do. It doesn't really add much to it, but it's fun. And I suppose
it's a nice little different thing.
The only thing I sort of criticised Mario Kart 8 for was that some of the tracks you have like hover sort of tires, that stick to surfaces. So the tracks became very trippy very quickly. Like all of a sudden you're upside down, and it was hard to sort of get a sense of place. Whereas this one is more like you're in an actual real place.
Traditional
tracks. So the tracks that I've played are a little bit more grounded in a way. There's still like mad ramps and all sorts of shit going on.
Let me ask you a question, Chinny. Sorry to cut you off, but like having never played any Mario Kart really, is there a difference between the different racers? Like if I play Toad, do I get a slight acceleration advantage?
Yes. So in even or as far back to the Super Nintendo, the first Mario Kart game, there was a difference. So back then the difference was if you play, it was like heavy, medium, or light. So if you play as Donkey Kong or Bowser, they're heavy. And if you play as Toad or Koopa Troopa, you're light, and Mario and Luigi are sort of medium. And I think it has to do with acceleration and speed. Is basically the difference.
All right.
But
also durability. Presumably, you get bounced around a lot more if you're Toad. There's going to be a positive and a negative.
I don't think that. No, I don't think that.
Oh, really?
Difference. Yeah, because they.
But what's the benefit of being Bowser or Donkey Kong?
Actually, I think you're a bit heavier, so you can.
So maybe you're
bash into another player.
Maybe your bash power is better. Yeah,
bash power. But
or maybe the acceleration speed is faster if you're light, but you can go at a faster top speed if you're heavy.
Yeah, I think that's it. But I'm talking about the Super Nintendo and the 64 version, which is the one.
Gotcha.
Those are the editions of Mario Kart that I know like the back of my hand. when
Okay.
Double Dash came out, I started to lose my way with Mario Kart. But
Yeah.
I played a little, I played quite a bit of Mario Kart 8, but that's just because it's been out for years. And
Because I remember when I first started playing Rocket League, you were like, all the cars have the same hitbox, same turn radius, and I was like, oh, quite cool. Then it's just a matter of aesthetics. Turns out that was actually not correct, or maybe they changed it after you had played, because there is a slightly better turn radius for certain cars than others. And only after playing certain cars for a long time and then switching was I like, wait a minute, something's different here. And I realized, oh, there's a slight difference, but it's not that major as it shouldn't be.
No, I think I think the thing with I think this all changed in the Mario Kart Wii and Double Dash as well is like the car that you drive they're all different. You know what I mean? In Mario Kart 64,
oh yeah,
they're all the same car, but now everybody's got their own different cars and all sorts of stuff.
And
so,
I assume they will never change the fact that the red shell takes out the first person in the race.
it's the blue.
Or
It's
just
the
take
blue
the one
shell.
right in front.
It's the blue shell that takes
The blue shell takes out the first one.
The blue shell takes out the person that's first.
Okay.
So you are more likely to get the blue shell if you're way behind, if you're like in 8th or 10th place.
Okay.
If you're
and the red shell.
The red shell will take out the person in front of you.
In front of you.
But it will die if it hits a wall.
I
And
see.
the green
and
shell.
those seek by themselves. Do you have to aim those?
They seek by themselves, but they have, when you shoot them, they have about a second of like, it'll just go forward. So you could shoot it into a wall.
Gotcha.
The green shells bounce off walls, but they don't aim. They just bounce. And they can be quite deadly as well if you've got lots of them. They do. I'm going to explore it a bit more, but Mario Kart is never really a game that you play for hours and hours and hours.
It's a social game.
It's a social
game.
game.
You would never play it much on your own.
No, playing it on my own is a little boring, but I will keep, just plodding away with it because I
Same
do
with
like
Rocket
it.
League against bots. Like nobody plays against bots.
But I used to, for some reason when I was younger, I played Mario 64 on my own all the time. I just used to.
Was it to get good when you did find a group?
Yeah, it was to get gold. No, it was to get gold on all the Grand Prix. It wasn't, and sometimes I
it
played
wasn't to do with beating other people. It was just beating the game.
With the 64, I had 4 controllers that you could plug in, so you did have sessions with your mates and stuff. But
sure.
Yeah, so I think if it'd be nice to get a few people together but the problem is if I get too good at it, then it's not fun if I play it with Tara. Because
that's the next step. I think in Go, in chess, there are ways to handicap. I think it'd be really cool if for the games like this when kids are playing.
So in Mario Kart 8, you can turn a bunch of assists on. So basically, there's like an assist where you don't have to press A to make the cart go. Okay. You don't have to steer. You don't. You know what I mean? Like it's
and can you do that like individually? Like do it for Rosa, but not for you?
Yeah. Cool. So that was in Mario Kart 8. So I'm guessing that they have it in this. But basically, it was like if you have a child and you just want them to just press left and right, but even then, it still steers a little bit for them, so they feel like they're getting it. You can do that with Mario Kart. And
but it doesn't have to be the thing where you give them the controller that's not plugged in.
Yeah, and then eventually they'll be like, oh, hang on a sec, like I've got all these systems. So, but they can enjoy it.
Yeah, sure. Like bumpers with bowling.
Nintendo is a great company that doesn't worry about like lowering the difficulty for people to enjoy their game. So, but I won't say any more about Mario Kart. Well, but I will. It's pretty. It's fun. You can't not enjoy Mario Kart. Like it's great.
Yeah, classic for a reason.
But it's a dip in, dip out sort of game for me. I'll just sort of play it now and again. So, yeah, Mario Kart World.
All right, Stu, back to you.
Rightio. I think I've only got one other game to talk about, and that is the actual Play My Game.
Let's do it.
Because I did a little bit of cast and chill, but not a lot to say about that, really.
Before we get to Play My Game, let me just do one more thing real quick. Agent 64, Spies Never Die. So Amar, shout out to Amar. Yeah, Amar, what's up?
Amar.
He said, hey, I have these invites to this playtest. And I was like, ooh, tell me more. And he's like, here's the name of the game. Do you want an invite? And I went and looked it up on Steam, and it's like, would you like to be in the playtest? And I'm like, okay, I clicked it, and it's like, congratulations, you're now in the playtest. So it's not hard to get into the playtest.
Right.
No, it doesn't seem to be these days, does it?
The invites, I think, are mostly a marketing scheme of like, hey, tell your friends. Like they can do this rare thing.
And what is this a ripoff of?
It's actually calling itself the new GoldenEye. Like I don't know if it's actually in the promo materials, but it's clearly like it looks like GoldenEye. It sounds like GoldenEye. It's trying to be GoldenEye.
It is GoldenEye. Like,
it is GoldenEye.
It is GoldenEye.
The graphics are GoldenEye. Like the graphics are not next generation GoldenEye. They are What was it?
No,
64.
to be fair, I am looking at it. It is a little bit prettier than GoldenEye.
I mean,
but-
the environments are better,
Yes,
but the
they are.
people look like
people
something from
animate-
3 generations
and
ago.
It's
Yeah.
it's almost like somebody just got a mod of GoldenEye and
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Spiced it up.
animations are definitely better.
The
Yeah.
animations, yeah.
no,
So
no,
anyway,
no. The animations in GoldenEye were
oh.
absolutely brilliant, and I think they
No,
Don't
no,
talk
no,
shit
they're
about
pretty good
GoldenEye.
in this.
yeah
Oh, I'm not
don't
talking
shit
no
on
shit about
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye.
anyway,
You little
it has the feeling of an older game. It does have some aim assist, so I thought that was interesting because I was not aiming well.
So did
and still
GoldenEye.
people were. Well, maybe that's it. People were dying, and I'm like, wait a minute, I should not. That person should not be dead. I'm not playing this game very well right now, but
Yeah.
so I guess it's got that aim assist on. But it makes it nice because then you're not taking it as seriously.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you got to stop and shoot the locks on a door, or it's a big house. It's not always clear where you're supposed to go, so there's some backpedaling and going.
I think
back
it
over
looks really.
things.
We are definitely in the era of like the polygon nostalgia. Do you know what I mean? Like
John Mouse said it's not GoldenEye, it's Silver Eye, not quite as good.
Yeah.
By the way, I'm sorry, we have to interrupt for just a second here because I can't let this go by here.
Think about the predicament you in, dog, before you talk getting. Shots fired! Shots fired!
He said, if you enjoy, oh no, this is Jason, sorry. If you enjoy unlocking doors and hacking while you need to be shooting and you enjoy Minnie Mouse voice work, Pragmata. So, sorry, John, I didn't mean to besmirch you. Jason said the voice of the girl is very annoying in that game.
It is
So-
a little bit squeaky.
Jason, come on, let's go this way. Or whatever your name is. Fred,
Yeah,
let's
it
go
is.
this way. Shut the
Fred.
fuck up.
Imagine his name is
Something
actually
about
Fred.
Japanese girls, man. They just hate Japanese girls. Japanese developers seem to hate little girls because their voices are always so fucking annoying. I get the sense that
Yeah.
every game developer from Japan is just like, my daughter, holy fuck. All right, have you finished programming that little girl in the game yet? Yeah, I got it.
When you've got dialogue in Indica, which is supernatural, and then you get sort of not supernatural as in
Very
a
natural.
ghost.
Super
very natural. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
you got Pragmata where it is very,
yeah.
very not natural. at all.
Right. The guy sounds like this, and the girl sounds like this. Anyway, Agent 64. Again, I got to the end of the playtest or the end of the first level. I guess they were like, now you can do the second level. I'm not doing the second level. I uninstalled it after the first level, but I didn't hate it. I'm not gonna wishlist it. I doubt I would play this whole game. I'm not looking forward to this in any of the ways that I am Pragmata. But
What a
it looks alright.
recommendation!
it wasn't too bad. I did finish the first level, and again, you know me, I'll easily switch off a game
I'm
if
sure
it's
that-
not
yeah,
doing.
big
I'm sure
time.
that PR team want you to stop talking.
Oh,
but-
you can stealth kill people. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you
Person
would.
just stealth killed.
Yeah,
him.
with a bit of a backslide. Is it a bit of a
Yeah,
backhanded
they did a little
slap?
karate chop in the neck.
Yeah.
So there's cards to open doors and stuff, but
I
they're
think it
not
looks-
far away.
I think it looks cool.
It's
I think
cool.
this
It's
looks good.
depending on how much it is. They don't even have a release date, but if it's $5, like it might be worth it if it's a full
I
campaign.
can't imagine this is going to be a lot of money. feel
I
like
can't
it's
either.
gonna be very cheap in the game.
It looks like a labor of love by a small group, and
It definitely
hey,
does.
it'll scratch an itch. It is a fun little shooting game, and there's an aim mode. But as soon as I went into aim mode, I was just like, the gun. It doesn't. You don't zoom in or anything. It's just that your hand pivots,
Duke,
right? So
like GoldenEye.
that gold knife. Okay. Well, there you go.
So when you
So-
say aim
Hi,
assist,
Duchess.
it's because
Yeah.
GoldenEye did that.
GoldenEye,
And when you see
right.
like
Yeah,
you
I
aim
think
and you
this
don't
is
move,
very much a homage
GoldenEye.
to
Every
GoldenEye.
enemy looks exactly the same. Golden.
GoldenEye.
Yeah,
So what I'm
GoldenEye.
saying here
Yeah,
is,
sure.
this is GoldenEye.
There you go.
It
So if
is.
you want more GoldenEye, Agent 64 is your
Yeah.
game.
And you know what game I loved?
GoldenEye.
Minecraft, but I did like GoldenEye as well.
Minecraft. Ah,
See what you did there. Okay, let's talk about
do
the
we
Sims.
do the proper play my game, bitch?
Yeah.
Where is the thing for the play my game? I got it. Oh, here it is. Bitch. Okay.
Presses it every
Yeah.
week and he still doesn't know where.
At least I didn't flub the start of the show.
I'll tell you, I learned something. I learned something when I played this game.
What
About
game
The
is it?
Sims.
What game is it?
Or you not?
The
The Sims,
Sims.
OG
The
Sims, the
Sims.
original,
Sims,
the
the
first
original
game.
Sims.
Yeah, what did you learn?
I learned why I never played a Sims game before.
We've come a long way with game development
Oh.
since this came out.
Holy
The
crap.
only reason anyone is playing this is because everyone told them they should and they haven't never played it, and then they play it for 10 minutes, or they played it for 7 million hours back in the day and they gotta go back for nostalgia.
and I would fall into that camp too, because when this came out in the year
Really?
2000,
Really?
Dean Johnson,
don't get
my
it.
buddy Dean, came round and he said, there is a game, and you can just play life. I was like, what? I was like, there's a
And
game.
you said that sounds like bullshit because
and
that's what
can
you would
just
say
play,
today.
You play life. You build
But
a
back
house.
then,
you get a
you
job.
weren't a grizzled, cynical person.
Yeah, you
You
get
kinda
a
believed in
job,
things.
and you just like play life. And
See, that's
like,
the thing. When I first played this back in the day, I was teaching 8th grade in Gainesville, Florida, and my students were like, "Did you play The Sims? Did you play The Sims?" I was like, "Fine, I'll play The Sims." I played The Sims. I was like, I came back the next day. I'm like, why do I want to play a video game where I have to go to a job? I have a job in real life. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, but like when you're a 14-year-old teenage boy, and you go,
Yeah, fair.
you can marry a woman and have sex with her, all right? And you're
Oh,
like,
yeah, you can.
"Whoa."
You can make her go and have a shower.
And what does it sound like when you're having sex, Ginny?
Mara, flying in the front.
Do you know what? Do you know what annoyed me the most about this game?
What's that?
Right at the beginning, right? There's some fucking weird fun fair comes to town.
Yeah,
That's the
because they got all
DLC.
the
That's the
expansion
DLC.
packs right
yeah,
away.
yeah, but that happens almost instantly, right? And then
Yeah.
this weird, like magical controller thing appeared right in front of my front door.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then when the car came to take me to my job, I couldn't get
You
to it,
couldn't
and I
get
had to
to
go out
it
the back door.
'cause you needed to
And
go
when
to
I went
build
over
mode
it, and when
and
I
then
went go
move
to
the
it,
stuff.
right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was a right pain in the arse.
Jump in
right?
the
And then
hole?
Yeah, jump in the hole. Yeah, I jumped in the hole.
Jump in the
Um,
hole.
And then
That's a
some
good thing
weird,
to do in a video game. I'll just jump in this random hole.
some weird clown turned up.
I didn't
who
do
was
any of
just
this, by the
moping
way.
around the house, and I'm
Yup.
just like, what the fuck is going on?
See, that's the
I'm
thing.
done.
This is the thing. You have
Oh
to
my
put
God.
yourself in the shoes of the people playing this game because that was 2 years after this game came out. People
Yeah.
were sick to death of the
Yeah,
regular game.
yeah.
But when we play it, they're like, "Here, have all the extras right away." And we're like, "Fuck off."
know,
They
it's
should
just
have
weird.
dripped it in after a while
Yeah,
or
it's-
said like, "Are you ready for
it-
this?" Are you
Yeah,
ready for
basically all the DLC is included on this version of The Sims.
Yeah, it's
so
just
so
fucking weird.
me and Dean played fucking hours of this game back in the day. And when we found out the cheat that you can just get infinite money and we could just build whatever we want, it was just hours and hours. And I was so nostalgic about this game because I haven't really played many Sims since this game. But we like I remembered, and when they started talking, I was like, I remember them saying
That
those
sound
things.
will do something to you.
Right, yeah, and the music and everything was like a massive nostalgia hit to me. And then
Yeah,
I started playing the game, and I was like, "Fuck me, this is rough." Like this is just things like you.
Yeah,
it-
the interface. is
I
harsh.
didn't realize that it's not fully 3D. It's isometric,
Yeah,
and you can
right.
only rotate the camera 45 degrees each time, so you can't rotate it properly.
Right,
And-
freely.
Yeah,
And you have to
freely.
push a button to rotate. You can't like
Yeah,
drag and,
and you gotta push
rotate like you
and
can with
and to move the camera around, you can click and drag, or you can use the arrow keys on the keyboard. What the
Yeah.
fuck? The arrow keys?
What is this? 2001? Oh, no,
Gross.
come on.
No, it's
Yeah,
2000
yeah, it
actually when
is.
it came out. But
2000.
yeah, and
That's an
but-
important distinction because God, I wouldn't want to say 2001 if it was actually 2000.
but I found myself doing.
It's Chinny you're talking about.
I
here.
found
Yeah,
myself
I know.
doing all the same things that I was doing, 26 years ago. I was like making the
Yeah.
same sort of house, like doing the
Yeah, sure.
same view, doing the same sort of, and I played it for a good hour, and I was like, no, it was nice.
I got my nostalgia kick. I'm done.
It was kind of fun to sort of like, oh, I remember doing this 26 years ago. This was
Yeah.
fun. But
Sure.
I'm never gonna play this again. Like this is too much. I'd be interested in a new Sims or Sims
I played
4.
The Sims 3 for a little while.
Yeah,
I think I probably still have that on my
I
EA.
think Sims 4 is probably like enjoyable for some like for some reason, I don't know why. But
Yeah.
I'm sure just even like the items in this game, like the TV and the telephone, like you can tell it was 26 years ago. They're so old.
Yeah.
But and like the really expensive like TV that you could get, it was like this flat screen TV, and it was like
Big,
flat.
it wasn't a CRT then.
No, it was a flat screen TV, and you're like, wow, a flat screen TV. Like, imagine.
That in real
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, and and I would say that the gaming PC looks dated, but it doesn't. It pretty much looks like what gaming PCs look like now.
Yeah.
True. But no, it was fun to go back. But I have no desire to play this for hours and hours and hours.
Sims 4 is included in EA Play through
Yeah.
the Game Pass, so if
Yeah.
anybody wants to play the most
I think
recent
I
one,
have dabbled in it a little bit, and I thought it was okay, but
It's a much improved interface, but it's the same basic
It's the
game,
same
which
sort
is
of
like
game, yeah.
you're trying to. There's no actual objective per se. Like there's not like a win state or something you have to do, and a lot of people like that about it. You know, it's more of a dollhouse.
You talk about ahead of the game, like ahead of the curve, you know, whatever you want, whatever the fucking saying is. Look, this game was way ahead of its time, way ahead.
And this laid the foundation for, you know, like Stardew Valley, for instance, in terms of like relationships with other people matter.
Yeah.
Like this was one of the first games that actually had something more than just like, you know, Leisure Suit Larry was, if you say the right thing to the woman, maybe you can get her in your bed or something.
Yeah.
This was a lot more sophisticated than that.
Yeah, and you cast your mind to like the year 2000, like to see a game like this, like was just bizarre. Like there wasn't games like this. Games, you know, the biggest games at the time were things like Final Fantasy and Deus Ex and I think Majora's Mask is 2000 and stuff like that. You know, GoldenEye had just been big and
Was it?
Perfect
I didn't know you
Dark.
like GoldenEye.
Yeah, I did mention it a little bit.
Did you like GoldenEye?
Perfect Dark as well. So games were very much shooty, you know, riding skateboards because Tony Hawk was big at this time. It was action, it was excitement, it was Diablo 2, it was Metal Gear Solid, you know.
Yeah.
And
but SimCity had shown that there were people interested in other kinds of games.
Yeah.
Even games that don't have an end state.
But the idea that you could zoom in on SimCity was always like a big, like, imagine if you could go into the building and this was like that fantasy.
See these people do more than just follow them.
Yeah, I think people forget like how crazy of an idea. I remember first hearing about the show Big Brother, right? Going, wow, that's incredible. Like we're gonna watch people like an ant farm. Like that's fucking nuts.
Right.
And now there's like 7 of those shows going at the same time, and like no one gives a shit. So it's you soon change your opinion.
The first ever Big Brother was just something else.
Oh, it was a
just
phenomenon. Yeah,
crazy,
it was crazy.
shit.
And this was after the Truman Show. I remember when Big Brother came out, I was just like, oh, it's the Truman Show.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
but
exactly.
real life.
Yeah, I remember saying to my dad, "Look, there's going to be a show, and it's going to be like the Truman Show, but in real life." And then I found out that, I found out that they knew that the cameras were there, and I was like, "Oh, they know that the cameras are there. That's pointless."
Yeah, sure, that's different.
But it still wasn't, because what happened? What's weird with these kinds of shows? People forget the cameras are there.
Yeah.
Some of them don't,
and also
some of them do.
But they didn't know how successful the show was going to be either. So when
they had no idea when they were inside. And Nasty Nick, there was this guy called Nasty Nick who was playing everyone off against, and it was like national news. It was just like, what's he going to do next? What, he was like the most hated man in Britain.
And all he did was
also, let's not forget, it's called Big Brother, and it was supposed to be a horrifying thing in 1984 when the Big Brother is watching you. Now people line up around the block. I want to be monitored all the time.
Yeah.
And it used to as well. By the way, it used to play for 24 hours a day. So you'd have the main show, and then overnight they would stream it to the telly, so you could just tune in and watch them all the time.
4+ or
which
E4
you don't
or
do anymore. That just doesn't happen anymore.
They used to mute it for long periods of time as well, didn't they?
Now that's called Instagram Reels.
Yeah. Now that's just called that's just called Mr. Beats.
It's called Get Ready With Me.
It's called Mr. Beast, like YouTube channel, like where.
But what was kind of cool about that? It was like now these shows are so produced. You know, the producers are getting involved in everything to try and manipulate what's going on screen.
Whereas
the very first one, it was just literally let them go for it and just whatever happens.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, presumably they edit some stuff out.
Yeah,
no, that's what we're saying. So they did have an edited show.
I know they would have it on. They would have
but
it
then
streamed.
it was just on 24 hours a day.
I'm saying, like, the main event, presumably.
They would pick the best bits that happened during the day and show them or whatever. But
and funny enough, we talk about Big Brother, and it was the same year that the first Big Brother was 2000. So
well, there you go.
Yeah,
because
I remember in the year 2000, I went to America. And it was the day that I went to America was the day that Big Brother finished and Craig won, and that was like a big deal. So and 2000. So it's all this kind of like seeing people from the outside sort of vibe. You know what I mean? Like the Sims Big Brother. It's kind of weird, isn't it, that it's all sort of the same year, like the Truman Show. And
we had a real voyeurism fetish because Sliver was before this. Sliver was like 96.
Yeah, I remember Sliver.
But that was another story with the same thing.
I think Truman Show is 99. I think if I remember correctly, I don't think it's 2000.
Sliver was 93. Truman Show
99.
98.
98. All right.
98.
Yeah. So I knew it's all around there,
right.
isn't it? The turn of the century where we was just fascinated
you
with
go.
this concept. So.
Pre-millennium tension is a tricky call.
Thumbs up or thumbs down? I'm going to give this a thumbs down. I know it was a phenomenal.
I would give it a
Yeah,
thumbs
I'm
down.
going to give it.
But
yeah,
in
I mean,
20
and
down
again,
to-
it's a thumbs down from 2026. Like
Yes.
we have to understand that we probably would have enjoyed it. Maybe I don't know. I played it a little bit when it
I
first
think,
came out,
No, I think you wouldn't have enjoyed it 26 years ago.
I don't think I
If
would
we
have
had this
enjoyed it,
podcast, you would have gone.
but it would be a very different experience in 2000. That's what I meant to say.
Yes, it's not. It doesn't have the same impact now. No.
Yep.
No, definitely.
All
not.
right, so that's the end of what we've been playing. We already did the news, right?
Okay, yeah, we did the news, so it's emails.
Emails. Oh wait, sorry, I got a special email song queued up. Here we go.
The email checker, come on and come on, y'all. The email checker, come on and come on, y'all.
Yeah.
I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
Strong bad, never disappoint.
The first email tonight is from Jason. And he says, Toto pulled back the curtain again.
Okay.
He says, hey, veterans, we are currently under a tornado watch, so I'm going
Oh my goodness.
mountain climbing. Why not?
What?
Mountain climbing.
Be safe, dude.
Not real.
Things down here are hard to believe. I still think about Pentiment. If you play the game to completion, you are an outstanding citizen and we can be friends. I played the first chapter and a bit of the second one.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll go back to that someday. I did like it.
When you interrupt the
This-
email, it's hard to know if you're talking or if you're-
Yeah. it's
I know. The story occurs over generations. The player is trying to piece together crime with motives related to religion and politics spanning centuries. Similar to the redactions of redactions that we are seeing today, the original manuscripts in Pentiment are ghosts, changed or vanished somehow, covered up by new art and fresh text. The old-fashioned black bars, when I say it is one of the greatest achievements in gaming, I mean it. But hey, you just keep playing car soccer with strangers on the internet.
Yeah, I will. Thank you. What a good suggestion. I'll do it now.
Yeah, why don't you do it? No telling whom you may run into, or at least the doubt is up, I guess. In other news, in a recent interview, Obama claims aliens exist. He must have met Stu.
Yeah, I saw that.
Being rude.
Fine.
P.S. Please have Ben register for the window cleaning Gold Cup, which takes place this week in Manchester. £1,000 prize. Shoot for 13 seconds, Ben. The cleaning show, Manchester cleaning. He's put a link. So if you want the link, Ben, we have the link to the cleaning show. I don't know.
I'm sure, Ben can't
PPS.
Google things, I don't think.
Yeah, you can. I tried Pragmata. It was shit. Tried Darwin Paradox. That was okay. Kern is the way, especially your name is Mr. P. But I do say a lot of things, Jason. So there you go.
He doesn't like
He hated
Pragmata.
Pragmata. Hated it.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean,
so
it's
it
not.
was a game.
No, it's a pretty mainstream game.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's a bit. It's got a bit of.
It's
what's
got some
going on,
weird
though.
stuff in it, but it doesn't have anything shit in it.
Yeah, Resident Evil
Yeah,
has weird
true.
stuff in it, Stu. So, like,
That is also true.
it's a mainstream game, definitely. Yeah. Alright, well, he doesn't like it.
Oh yeah.
So
Right. The second email this week is a quiz. It's a quiz, people.
Oh, lovely.
It's a
Oh
quiz.
snap! Another quiz. We got all kinds of
Another
quiz.
quiz. Hey, quiz over quiz
It's
over
time for the
quiz.
We play the shitty sound clip when it's time for the quiz.
It's from our friend John Collins, and he says, "Cars, are they video game cars or Chat GPT cars?" That's what he
Oh my
wants to
gosh.
know. So it says, "Hiya,
Hello.
hiya."
Hi.
I'm assuming this is a quick quiz. I think there's one question. Here we go, people. Are you ready?
All right.
This list is cars. Remember, you can get bonus points if you name correctly the game it is from. If
Right.
you think it is from a game. Okay. Number 1, Octane. Octane, is that Chat
I
GPT
think that's
or
real.
is it?
That's a
video?
real car. That is the car in Rocket League. That's the main sort of Here, I have one here. This is an Octane car in Rocket League.
All right.
So it's a real car.
Real.
Yes.
Number 2, Hazard.
Fake.
Hazard.
Fake.
Fake,
Yeah.
sure.
Hey, going fake. Chat GPT for that. Number
Yes.
3, Albany Regent LX.
Real.
Say real, but I don't know what game it's from.
Yeah.
That sounds like it could be
something-
Saints Row or GTA or something.
We'll go
Yeah,
GTA.
or Mafia. Could be a Mafia
Yeah.
car.
GTA.
Yeah.
On GTA. Eyes Wolf.
Eyes Wolf.
That's sound.
Eyes Wolf.
That's so shit. It's like almost so bad that it too bad to be fake. You know, too bad to be AI. But
AI
I
would
don't
come
know,
up with
I
something
think
less
that-
stupid
I,
sounding than.
I don't know whether that's
I'd say
fake.
it's-
I'm going to go chat GPT for that.
yeah, I'll say AI as well.
All right.
Yes, I think that's AI. Finally, number 5, Zion Cabrillo. I think that's real. I feel like I
That sounds real.
recognise
That sounds again like a GTA or something.
Zion Cabrillo. I don't know.
I'll say Burnout. No, they're real. No, yeah, Burnout. Go on, Burnout.
But no, are you ready? Here are the answers. Here we go, people.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got to scroll a long
We're
way. Let's
ready.
put these really low down.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? So, number 1, Octane is from the video game Rocket League.
Ah, yeah, they put it in there just
Rocket
for me.
League.
Appreciate that.
Huzzah is real. It's from Sleeping Dogs. It's from Sleeping
Really?
Dogs.
Sleeping Dog. We talked
Yeah,
about it the other
Huzzah.
day.
We did. I'm still playing it, but I haven't played it this week. Albany Regent LX was totally made up by ChatGPT. ChatGPT. ChatGPT.
Wow, got me.
Eyes Wolf is from the video game Saints Row 2022.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Eyes Wolf.
Interesting.
Finally, Zion Cabrillo is from GTA 5.
Oh, hey, look at that.
GTA 5.
So we did all right.
So he only chucked one in. He chucked one Unreal one in just to catch us
yeah.
out. So, and the one they chucked in we thought was real. So we just were fucking shite at this game.
Mm.
Anyway.
AI
Well,
is very
thank you,
good at-
John. We
Thank you,
appreciate
John.
it. Thank you.
Thanks.
And yeah, to take us out this week, we have got a Speaker Papa. Speaker Papa.
We got a speaker papa, people. Here's a coming to speaker papa. I just need to find the sound clip. Sorry, I'm real behind today.
and
Yeah, here we
Stu.
go.
Type. It's the way to leave a message
it's
for
crap.
us.
Saint Diesel. I'm going to turn the sound up on my sound so that we can hear him well. And it's called Games in the Palm of My Hand. It was sent 6 hours ago. Want to hear it? Here it goes.
Hey, veteran gamers. Last week I talked a little bit about the possible future of video game consoles and how they might price themselves out in the market. But today I wanted to talk a little bit about the, what a lot of gamers consider the opposite of a good home console, and that is mobile phone gaming or cell phone gaming. I've never played a game on my phone before. It's how old is it now? It's getting off 7 years old. I think it got it in May 2019, and I've never really considered playing a game on my phone. Not even one of the more simplified games that they have on there sometimes. But I know video games on mobile phones are very popular, or at least some of them are. And some companies don't just make millions, but they make billions from the games they have on phones. And I always wonder sometimes who's getting all these millions or billions. Is it some faceless corporation, some canny investors, or just a few people who made the game getting very, very rich? And so if I have a question for you today, it's have you ever played games on mobile phones? Have you ever downloaded a game in the last 2 or 3 years, played it on your phone? Do you still play games on the phone? And if not, have you got any thoughts about playing them in the future? As I said, I don't play them on the phone myself, but a lot of people do, and they're very popular. But I just wondered what you think of mobile phone gaming.
What do we think
Okay.
of mobile phone
Interesting.
gaming?
Me personally, I've never been a big fan of playing games on my phone. I very rarely ever do. But I did buy one in the last month, which I
Oh,
very
what's
rarely
that?
ever again. Which was Regicide. You know, I'm talking about the card game
Oh, yeah.
where you've got to beat the Jacks, Kings, and Queens. Well, if you buy the companion app, which allows you to score the game if you're using cards, it also
Sure.
includes a single-player version of the game that you can play on your own. But you've got to pay. I think it's about £2.50 or £2 or something like that if you want to play it, which I did, and it's really cool. So yeah, that's the probably last thing I bought in the last 2, 3, 4 years. It's a long time since I bought any sort of games on the phone.
Yeah.
I think the last one I really remember, which was brilliant, was Year Walk. Do you remember when that came out?
No.
I do remember that.
Year
Yeah.
Walk. And her story
Never
is
played
also
it.
available on the
That's
mobile
not a
phone as well.
phone game, though. Shut up.
It's not a. I don't think it would work very well on my phone, at least.
Shut
I think the
your
trick with phone games is that I've said before, my favorite phone game of all time is called Flow, because it's
Yeah.
very basic. It's very easy to do just by swiping around. You've got colored dots on a grid, and you have to. It'll the paths between pairs of colored dots. So the paths between the green dots, the blue dots, the red dots, it'll fill up the whole thing when you've connected all the dots. And with a smaller grid, 6x6, it's pretty easy. Once you get to 12x12, it gets really complicated. But I do the daily challenges every day before school. I do it on my tablet, my iPad. But that is the one phone game that I've played a lot of, and that's really the only one.
Yeah, so I mean, like I say, I played a couple of really cool indie games like Year Walk, and then the other game they did, Device 6. Do you remember this? Device
Vaguely.
6, which was a text-based puzzle game, and you had to read through the text and find it. It was super, super cool. They made some really cool games.
Yeah.
But yeah, since then, I've not played a lot of their stuff. Because Laura Lee and the Laser Eyes was fucking difficult, and I played it for about 10 minutes and was like, what the fuck have I bought?
Sure. Chinny, you ever play any phone games?
I mean, the big one. I mean, because I subscribed to, the Apple Arcade thing for a bit, thinking like, oh, I'll play some games on there, and I never played any, really. I just thought it was shite. But that's because of me. I don't like games.
You
on the
played
phone.
loads of Simpsons Tapped Out, though, didn't you?
But
That's true. You did play a lot of Tapped
no,
Out.
I was getting to it. I bloody loved Simpsons Tapped Out. Yeah, I loved it so much. I don't know why. It's finished now. It doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, I was.
Oh, and you played another one. What was that card game you played? There was some card.
Yeah,
game
Marvel Snap. You
Was it
played a lot of that.
Marvel Snap. Marvel Snap.
Snap.
Yeah, I did play a bit of that. Yeah, but I didn't really. Yeah, I fell off it pretty quick. Yeah, it's. For me, gaming is console.
That one came and went in a way that Tapped Out stuck around.
Yes, I'd always come back to Tapped Out. You know what I mean? Like, if Tapped Out still existed, like, maybe I'd go back to it again in a year. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of those games where I just like, I'd go back and do it again. Like, yeah, I don't know why. It's just fun.
And I think the thing with phone games is like, are you sort of motionless for a while in a way that you can do a game? Like if you ride a bus or a train to work, it makes more sense to do mobile gaming, I think. For me, I drive and I have to pay attention on the road the whole time.
Yeah.
When I'm at school, I have 30 minutes for lunch. I usually watch something on YouTube or read a book. When I'm at home, I'm just going to play games on my PC. So it just doesn't make sense to play games on my phone or.
Yeah, I don't like any sort of
mobile console.
like handheld gaming, like the Switch and stuff. I always prefer to play the Switch docked. Like that's why it took me so long to start playing the Switch, is because I hadn't set up the dock and moved my old Switch out the way, and I did that this week. So yeah, it's just like being asked to do that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's. I always like to play them like on the TV.
Do Kay or Tara play any phone games, casual stuff, Candy Crush?
Nope.
Tara, when she was pregnant with Rosa, she played a little bit of like a iPad game where I can't remember what it was, but she says like, she sort of said like, I know this is shit, but like I'm sort of enjoying it, and then she fell off it.
Hey, if you're enjoying it,
yeah,
that's all
and I
that
was like,
matters.
yeah,
Dutch has never
Kay-
gone near any of that stuff.
Kay plays scrolling TikTok.
yeah,
what
I
she
do that
plays.
a lot as well. Yeah.
That's a
Scrolling
very
TikTok.
popular game.
And Millie played. There was a game called Mutant Muds. You know Mutant Muds?
No.
Nope.
And she absolutely loved it. It was like a platformer, but she played that and did everything that you could possibly.
What about
do.
Super
She did
Hexagon? Was that on a phone?
Yeah, that was mobile. Yeah, that was mobile, and she loved that as well.
She ripped it up on
obviously,
that.
as we know.
That was
Yeah,
a long
she
time
did.
ago.
Long time ago. She was a
We've
beast.
had phone games for quite a while.
Yeah, she was a beast. And that's about it, really.
That's it.
Yeah.
We got some shout
That's
outs.
about it. Yeah, let's do some shout outs.
It's time for a shout out. Hey!
Hey,
Shout out. I'm going to shout out again, obviously, all the people who contribute. Jason Gallagher,
Yay.
John Collins,
Saint
not
Diesel.
Derek, and everyone, Saint Diesel, Armar, who helps and sends us stuff all the time. So basically, anyone who, contributes to the show. Thanks
Anybody
very
who's
much. We
anybody.
appreciate it. Anybody
Yeah.
who's anybody. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
There you go. Chinny.
Chenny.
Yeah, shout out to Our patrons, we have patrons, you see.
Patrons.
Yay, we love you, Patreons.
Quickly, it is annoying that on Patreon I have to sort of filter. I have to filter a lot.
You could just have a piece of paper near your computer that just has
but
them
it
listening.
changes. So
Yeah.
sometimes,
Subscribes, you just cross them
And
off.
by the way,
Mm,
should shout out Millie. She's still traveling around Vietnam at the moment.
yeah,
so
she's not
yeah,
listening,
yeah,
so whatever.
She'll never listen.
No,
And she's not giving us money. You're giving her money.
yeah.
Yeah, she's not giving us out. No,
Yeah.
she's not giving us any.
So, shout out to our Patreons Anthony Stevens, Josh Peace, Connor Searle, Seth McNitt, Value, Sean Thiel, Dan Fletcher, Anna Birmingham, Armar Parvez, Matt Nation, Robert Wilcox, Jake Peterson, and Nigel the Strutmeister.
we do appreciate it.
Thank you very much for keeping
Yeah,
the lights on.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
I will
it.
shout out Amar because he gave me the he told me about the Agent 64 Silver Eye. I will shout out Antonio because when I got to the page in the book called Rock Band Guitar Hero World Tour, I was like, hey, thinking of Antonio. Shout out Stu because when I got to the page about the ZX Spectrum, I had to show him that in the book. And of course,
what a concept.
all the stuff about GTA in the book, I thought about Chinny. So shout out to him. And everybody listening, everybody's a part of this. Wait, I think there was somebody else I wanted to shout out on my phone. Hang on.
Jesus.
I should have a piece of paper with it written down.
Yeah, you should. You see,
Well,
you've
no,
got
yeah.
so many.
Oh, yeah. Amar also told me about Amy and Rose's podcast from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but I think I may have mentioned that last week. So whatever.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway,
mention that last week.
Amar's great. And that's my shout outs, and that's all of our shout outs,
it?
which means that's all of the things we have to offer you on this
Excellent.
particular podcast. We thank you for
That's this
listening.
Episode.
I didn't say anything about the number 841, but I'm not going to. Screw
Well,
it.
it's because I didn't actually bloody say the
That's
number
right.
8.
But I could have looked it up in the last 2 hours, and I didn't. I'm a slacker.
Well, you could've
I haven't
done,
graded
but you
any
didn't.
papers today. I'm a slacker. I might not grade papers. I'm going to tally some stuff, but I may or may not
Yeah,
grade any
fuck
papers.
those kids. They don't.
And
need
grades are
any
due on Thursday, so like time's running out. I'm giving myself more pressure during the week, but you know what? I got to recover
Fuck
from the
'em.
last week. So.
Fuck them.
Fuck 'em.
Fuck those kids.
All right,
Thank you very much, love.
that's the show. Thank you, everybody. We love you. Have a good
We
week.
love you.
Alright,
Love you
show's
all.
over. No refunds. You heard the robot. Get out.
Won't you? Won't you? Won't you? Won't you?
Boring.
Won't you just turn off the television set and go and do something less boring than instead sitting at home, watch TV, turn it up, smoke a cookie. Won't you? Won't you? Go, go, go.
It's very strange what Eric picks like as a sound effect.
It is very strange. I've always thought
Yes,
that.
it is. Yup.
It's very strange. Right,
All right, I
guys.
can stop recording.
You can stop recording, and I will let you guys go. Have a
Okay,
nice
well, I
rest
hope
of
y'all have
your
a good week. Chinny, I hope everybody
weekend.
gets healthier and healthier as the week goes
Yeah,
on.
we do.
Sickness
That-
in your
that
house.
shit's
Just 1 week
that
without
DMV is no joke.
just 1 week
No.
without any illness would be lovely.
Yes, it would.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's just occurred to me why do you
Fingers
call it
crossed.
DMV and not V and D, because that sounds like something else.
VD.
There you
But
go.
in the United States, you get your driver's license at the DMV, so it sort of sounds like that
Ah,
here.
there you go. There's-
Yeah.
There you go. All right, peace out, guys. Have a good
cool.
week.
Peace
All
out.
right.
Have a good week.
See you later, folks.
Bye bye bye.
Bye.
See you later, Chidi. Have a look at those dates because
I know. I will.